motherfuckers? Welcome to another episode of We're All Adults Here podcast, where the barbershop meets the hair salon. I am one half of the sexiest motherfucking podcast duo in the whole United States or the world or this timeline. This dimension. They call me Ebby or Ebby the Stacked, and I'm with
Lee. What up, people?
Hi, guys.
I caught that you said this dimension.
Yeah, you know.
We
it's gay. It's real spooky out this. It's spooky out this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, guys, okay? We didn't announce it, but we decided to take a vacation.
It wasn't planned, but yeah.
A very unplanned, but very necessary vacation for the Waah. You need a napkin? So you have napkins? Where? They behind here?
There you go.
Oh.
Will got it all.
Well, we'll just spill
Let's
beer.
see that explosion real quick.
It's fine. Who cares?
Yeah.
Excuse me. And I'm drinking beer, and we already know what happens. I don't get drunk. I just burp all over the fucking mic like a goddamn. I don't get drunk.
Good. No, I said yes. You do.
I thought you said okay. Yeah, no. I'm like, I don't get drunk off the beer. I don't think.
Mm-mm.
No, but I definitely will get to burping. So I'm gonna keep it cute. Take a couple of sips when you're talking. But no, guys, we're sorry. No, we're not. We had to take a vacation.
Yeah,
Niggas was stressed. I was fucking stressed. And I feel much better now.
That's good.
Yes, I do. I had to do a lot of spiritual work. I was like, I'm sick of this roller coaster bullshit.
And you still looking youthful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
My pants were falling off of me earlier today. I had to change them because I was like, oh, let me find out she gets felt. It must be the belly because nothing else is going anywhere.
I mean, what are you doing differently?
Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely nothing. I'm just fuckboy free.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. How does one go? F-R-E-E-F, nigga free. I ain't like it at first, but it's about.
It grew on you?
It grew on me. I was like, you know what? I fuck with this hood shit, this ghetto shit.
I've only heard that part of the song on IG. I haven't heard it in complete.
You're not missing
entirety.
You're not missing. It's not City Girls.
Got it.
City Girls is the only like ratchet music I can listen to from start to finish. Especially like with the voice and the rhymes and shit. It's only the City Girls I can listen to.
Speaking of, what you think about with Diddy and Young Miami?
I like
situation. Yeah?
I like it.
Why?
Because Carisha is an adult. She's an adult. And if she wasn't an adult, like if she was a teen, then it would be different. But she's a grown-ass woman, so whatever. Like, have your fun. Because we know that it's not going to lead into, you know what I mean? She's just enjoying it. She is a fucking young girl from the hood, beautiful fucking girl from the hood. And God did it? Bitch, have fun with that.
I guess a lot of women feeling the way about the fact how he pretty much be dismissing her and she be coming off like we go together. But it seems like she's playing into it.
I think that they both, that Diddy is not stupid. So I think that the agreement between them is for them to do this.
Understand.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that I don't get the impression that at Diddy's big age that he would be that disrespectful to play this young girl out in front of everybody on social and shit like that. I don't think so. I think that it's all calculated and planned, and this is the way that it's supposed to be.
He's about to drop an album.
He is?
Yeah, he's working.
I've been under the loop.
Yeah. He got a new song with Bryson Tiller.
Did he?
Uh-huh.
A song? Have you heard it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Diddy love.
Hey,
I like it.
Got a new hairline, new teeth, everything popping.
You shady.
It's rebranding time. How about shady?
You be saying shady shit, low key.
Will, was that shady?
It was a little shady.
How?
He said new hair, brand new hairline, new teeth. That's shady.
How?
It's like a fact, but like a low key,
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to.
It can be perceived as
right. That's why I said it was a little shady.
I say shit like that all the time.
The thing is, I'm just real observant of people. Like, take for instance that whole versus situation with Omarion and Mario. If Omarion was smart, he would have hit Mario where it hurt with his hairline. Y'all remember how his hairline was?
Oh, I remember.
Do you?
I do.
Like 4 or 5 years ago.
We were supposed to go on tour with Mario. I have yeah.
4 or 5, 6 years ago.
Now his hairline was crazy.
Crazy.
It was crazy. It was
That's
chopped.
why you look at his IG now, them pictures are gone.
Yeah.
He just got
rightfully
the new hairline photos.
You get a new hairline,
You know
fuck the old you. Like, who that nigga? I don't know that nigga. Exactly. I would do the same thing. Let me get some work done.
Mario couldn't have talked that way to Mario like 6, 7 years ago.
It don't matter because
he's a better vocalist.
Mario is a better vocalist.
Better
gazillion
vocalist. But when it comes to the body of work, though, he ain't touching the Mario.
I agree.
Mario made himself look goofy on that Versus, 100%.
Well,
the antics that he was pulling with the watermelon and just being too much, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. You trying to dance, trying to entertain and shit, but
I've always preferred Mario over Omarion.
Yeah,
like, I like his work better, to be honest.
Name 10 Mario songs.
I don't know 10 Mario songs. I don't, but to be fair, I don't know 10 Omarion songs either.
You know more Mario songs than Mario.
I don't know. I don't, but I also didn't watch the verses. I'm not interested in that shit. I don't give a fuck. So
I hear you.
I saw the clips and the Ray J shit, which had me on the floor. The Ray J shit had me on the floor, and I felt bad for him because you know what? I like when niggas lean into the shit. I love that Ray J was like, okay, a nigga sounded like shit, but now I'm about to be with Pops doing the me's the vocals and shit. Like, I like that shit.
That's the Capricorn in him, man. That's all. He
was like, listen, all right, it was embarrassing. And then Brandy got involved. That was the highlight of the verses for me. All the other shit, like, what? Okay, so Omarion brings up the fact that Mario had a fucked up hair.
He didn't.
Hairline. No, but I'm saying, like, if he did, don't nobody care about that shit.
Mario was insulting the shit out of Mario.
Oh, see, I didn't watch it, so I have no idea. Yeah. And nobody was talking about the fact that they was insulting each other.
They were on IG.
I ain't say it. All I saw was the Ray J shit. So that's what I thought happened at the bitch. I was like, was it Mario versus Omarion or Bobby V? Because I feel like Bobby V was there at some point.
Yeah. I mean, I hope Mario definitely capitalizes off the situation because he is a great performer.
Yeah.
Great vocalist.
He could sing his motherfucking ass off.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Who cares? I mean, it's funny.
But yeah, it wasn't no shade with the hairline thing. That's all.
Yeah. I like Carisha and Diddy.
Okay.
I like it. Young Miami and Diddy. I like that for as long as it lasts. Rock that shit out till the wheels fall off of his cysts. Have a blast while you at it. You know
agree.
What I mean? Go all over the world. Have your fucking fun. Bounce up on it. Do whatever. Who cares? Because you only got one fucking life to live.
No, you're right.
And why do it trying to make other people happy? If the shit make her happy and she don't, get all emotionally invested in the shit, you know what I mean?
And just enjoy it for what it is.
Just have fun. Yeah.
I agree.
I don't know why people would be I don't get why they would be upset.
I don't know. I mean, the city girls, they're like the spokesperson for the toxic girls, you know what I mean? So they want to keep that title. You know what I mean? So I guess how Diddy was playing her, I guess on the podcast,
I got you.
It made the city boys numbers go up. It made us look like,
I love how you said us. You said us. I ain't put that in your fucking mouth.
I'm single, so I guess until I'm in a relationship, I'm a city boy. I'm outside. I don't want to be though.
Oh my God.
I don't want to be.
I think that there should be like an age demographic for city boys and city girls. I don't think if you over 35, you shouldn't be a city.
Why not?
I feel like you.
I mean,
your.
It has nothing to do with age at all.
I don't know what it has anything to do with. I'm not gonna call myself a city girl though because I believe in love and
I do too.
Being in love and I will do some whole shit in a New York minute.
But that's some city girl shit.
But
city girl moment, whatever.
A city girl moment or whatever, or a hot girl. I prefer hot girl.
Same difference.
That's a little bit more in my era.
Same difference.
It's a little bit more in my era. But I'm not as outside as everybody. I'm not outside at all. So I can't even subscribe to that. But hey, it's you.
No, I get it.
Have fun.
Oh yeah, and Tyrese, he broke up with his girl and shit. It's like all these niggas who's older and shit, man. They getting these young girls.
That's what he get.
It ain't working out.
That's what he get. I saw that and I was like, I mean, what the fuck do you expect? Let me tell y'all something about these. Never mind. I'm not about to do that.
No, do it.
These old industry niggas, this is their forte. This is what they do. Unless you are a young Miami who I would love to think, I just think that she already knows what this is and that's that.
True.
And Diddy already knows what this is and that's that. So
Right.
everybody has their clear understanding. I don't know that for a fact, obviously,
Right.
but I would just love to believe that sis is like, I know what the fuck this is and what it ain't. And I'm going to have fun until it ain't no more.
True.
But a lot of these industry niggas will get these younger bitches in hopes that they can corral them and mold them and make them into the woman that they want, the wife that they want.
Yeah.
And that'll put a cap on them. And, you know, these 22, 23, 24, 25-year-old girls or whatever, and you 45, 46, pushing on 50 or whatever the fucking case. What the fuck you think? She's in her 20s. She wanted that pocket to be gone. She ready to fucking give me the money and let me go fuck. Like, do what I want to do. I want to go on vacations and trips and bags and whatever the fucking case may be because you a rich man. I'm not trying to be your housewife. I don't want to be a fucking maid.
Michael be an old girl.
I don't know what happened with that. That actually kind of made me a little sad. I thought they were cute together. They looked like they was having a lot of fun.
He proposed, and she wasn't ready to get married.
And that's why they broke up?
Yeah, because they was looking for a house. Or he was looking for a house. Yeah. He's 35. She's 25. Hey, she's...
Oh, my bad.
Still ready to
10-year difference. I mean, listen, I don't feel bad.
Shit is changing.
I don't feel bad for no nigga who is older by their woman substantially, 10 plus years, because the 20s is different. We all know that. This is not the 1950s when you are a young woman who only gets taught that you need to be a wife. That's it. That's your only aspiration in life, is to do whatever he says.
Right.
Keep his house and make his kids, have his kids, and, you know, clean and cook and all of that shit. These are not the days for that.
Especially if you come in with your own, too.
Right. If you got your own bread, Lori Harvey has been rich. So she don't fucking need that. And she's not ready to get married. I don't blame her. We ain't built like that no more. There's a lot of women. There's a lot more women that's like, no, I don't need to do that. I don't have to do that. I still have my youth.
Yeah.
Hit me up when I'm 30. You know what I mean? Or when I'm ready, whatever age that looks like. It doesn't even have to be an age thing. But, you know, I also really be annoyed with Tyrese, back to Tyrese, because the Michael B. Jordan thing is, I feel like their relationship was genuine or whatever the case is. So it made me feel sad, even though there was a 10-year difference. I understand both sides. He's ready for marriage, she's not. And that's what the fuck risk you take when you date an older nigga. He gonna be ready for something that you ain't ready for, or a young fucking woman.
Yep.
But the Tyrese, I'm sick of him whining on fucking social media. I'm just tired. I'm just tired of Tyrese and his fucking crybaby antics. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Don't you have a therapist? You are rich. Go to a fucking therapist and cry to them. We are sick and tired of hearing Tyrese bullshit. I'm sick of it.
I get it, man.
Tank did that interview and said that Tyrese was very instrumental in the breakup of TGT. And I believed it. And I ain't look at that nigga. Yeah, I listened to the drink. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
I love Tank. And I was like, and I loved the group. The music was fucking fantastic.
Right.
And I'm a stickler for groups anyway.
Right.
So any kind of guy group, girl group that comes together, I'm like, let's listen. You know, harmonies. It's gonna be great.
Right.
Fucking Tyrese ruined it with his goddamn Ziva attitude. You gotta listen to that episode because it's really good.
I want to.
It's really good.
Tank
is a riot, boy. He's a character for sure.
Capricorn. But yeah, Tyrese a Capricorn too. And we got the same birthday.
Big ass motherfucking
different.
Like, Tyrese is like a whole nother type of person. Not just, I don't give a fuck what his sign is.
Internal shit though, sure.
And I wish he would go get some help because he also is a big ball of talent. But I'm like, this nigga is crying again on social. I be needing to cry. Not on social. Not on social.
I mean, but we don't give women a hard time when they cry on social.
I don't like it either. Not if it's a repetitive thing. You still crying, bitch? Go to a fucking therapist.
Right.
For fuck's sake, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do besides make this shit worse? Honestly, right? Yeah. What do the motherfuckers in social media land do for your mental health? Besides making it worse? Because then you be fighting for your life in the fucking comments and shit like that.
It gets them on VH1. It gets them a TV show.
I guess, child. Ain't nobody checking for Tyrese to be on nobody's fucking VH1 though, for sure. Unless it's got something to do with therapy. Remember that shit?
Good point.
That we'll subscribe to. Right. Tyrese going to therapy. Let's watch it as a collective. He's one of us. So we want to root for you, my nigga. But for fuck, remember that show that used to come on where it was a bunch of fucking drugs out celebrities and it was about them being in celebrity rehab.
Yeah.
They need to do that, but for mental health.
Right. Yeah, that'd be ill.
Wouldn't it? Give me my money, VH1. MTV, give me my bread and I will help you fucking develop it and handpick these motherfuckers because Tyrese needs to be the first one on the bus, bitch. Jesus Christ. I'm so sick of him crying on the social. I don't open up social media but one time a day. Mm-hmm. And every fucking, when I said, oh my God, this nigga, what he crying about now?
That video of him crying was some years ago, though. We can give him a
He's
little bit
always, no, not just the video.
I know.
You know.
Vin Diesel, I know.
I mean.
The Rock, I know.
I know. Come on. Like, you got to bring all your beefs to social.
Yeah.
Now you got to beef with the bitch who is 20 years younger than you. Yeah. Now we all need to hate the bitch too. Like, Tyrese, we can't keep doing this.
Yeah, that's a bad look.
I go in a turtle shell when I'm going through something mental. I wish everybody else would do the same.
Me too.
Because we don't need this. I want my social media to be funny and you know, or to catch me up on social justice things that's going on in the world, or let's talk about these conspiracies and timeline switching and fucking dimensions shifting and all of that. That's what I like. Right. And you know, some sex shit. Yeah. Throw some naughty bits in there, whatever the case is. I don't want to hear grown men crying on social all the time.
What if it's a cry for help, though? He may not have friends who's really in his corner.
I don't believe he don't have friends. I don't believe he don't have friends.
Who's really in his corner? I don't know. He might have burnt them bridges.
Sounds like maybe a conversation for a therapist. Not
with IG.
Not with IG, because we only gonna make it worse.
Yeah, that's true.
We're not making it better. Anyway, how you been? You been outside?
A little bit.
Yeah. A little bit? Okay, I ain't gonna blow your spot up.
I got a nose ring and shit.
Yes.
But last week. Yeah.
It looks good. I like it.
I appreciate it.
I didn't see it at first.
It's small, you know what I mean?
It's small.
I didn't want to get it big or nothing like obvious. You know what I mean? Like when I got it, I didn't like post a video like, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. But besides that, shit, you know, I went to Tampa 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
That was cool until I lost some bread, you know. Took a L.
Then it wasn't cool no more.
No, it was not cool. I was up almost 1,000. I didn't walk away.
Oh, my God.
Say what, Will? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Shit. What else? What else has been going on in my life besides work? On the 4th, I guess last Monday, I didn't do shit. I stayed at the crib. Shit, I was dolo. My roommate, she was gone.
So you was in the crib by yourself?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I didn't do shit. Got a little mini beef with her because, you know, we just paid rent and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking, she reached out to me, 2-3 weeks ago. It was like, hey, can I give you $400 on the 1st and give you the rest on the 8th? I'm like, all right, cool. She said she needs the money for an event. She needs the money for a deadline for some shit. I said, I hope it's not for no travel trip or nothing. She didn't respond to that. So the 1st comes, which was on Friday. I'm expecting my $400.
Right. Nothing.
Think I got my $400? No. She texts me, can I get $130? What?
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
Heard, right?
So, first of all, I just want to make sure that me and the listeners are caught up on this part of the story up to this point, because I'm slightly confused. Her half is definitely not $400. We know that, but she asked you if she could pay $400 on the 4th first, and then the rest on the 8th.
Correct.
Okay. So then she hits you up on the 1st.
Yeah.
And says, can she give you $130?
Yeah.
From the 400?
From the 400, right. Yep. Exactly.
What is $130 to whatever the half of her rent is? Your rent is? Is she okay?
Obviously not.
What the fuck?
So, you know, I asked her like, oh, what happened? And she gave me some story, but it just kind of irked my nerves because it's like, why do you wait till the day of when you know you're supposed to be giving me a certain amount of money to ask me for an additional $130? So I gave it to her. It's my roommate, whatever. She means well.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
You gave it to her?
Yeah.
So she asked you for money?
Yeah.
Oh.
What you thought?
She pays, she was supposed to send you the money, right?
$400 for the rent.
Right.
On the first.
But then she asked you to send her $130?
On the first. She didn't send me the $400 pretty much.
So
she needed, she didn't have the $400.
So she didn't okay, wait a fucking minute.
Right.
No, okay, I got it. Because I'm thinking she was asking you, hey, can I send you 130? No. She said, I ain't got that at all. Plus, I need you to send me
130.
Okay.
I hope I said that right the first time. I felt like I did.
you did.
Okay.
That's why. You said it right, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I just needed clarity.
No, I get it. That's a lot.
Okay.
So I give it a 130.
You a ill nigga.
It's my roommate. It's what it is. You know. So Friday night, she don't come home. Saturday.
This motherfucker went on a trip.
I know, right? So I text her Saturday morning. And I was like, yo, we gonna be out of town? Because if so, I'll know to keep the top lock locked. You know what I'm saying? So she says, I'm at my friend's house. I said, you not on the trip? And she didn't respond. So pretty much you was on a damn trip because you didn't come home until Tuesday.
She went on a motherfucking trip.
So you spent rent money.
And $130 of your money while she up the bitch. When is the fucking lease up? It is time for this hoe to go. You can do bad all by your fucking self. You already paying the motherfucking bills by yourself. I'm not gonna spill all your tea, okay? But nigga, this is ridiculous. I would have, bitch, you got the audacity to be turned with the rent money, the utility money, and $130 of my money. Sir, with your homies? Yeah, with your homies?
Yeah, then sharing stuff on Facebook that talks about how we need to start pretty much being more mindful of how we spend our money because of this inflation and because of,
You said that or she did?
She shares shit like that on Facebook, you know what I mean? But she's not living that. And
you a fraud.
I'm not. There you go. And my thing is, I'm just more disappointed because it's like, bro, like
that's your homie.
You like, yeah, we're cool, and like you're in your 40s. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have discussions with
Wilson. Oh hell, fucking no. That's when he drew the line, nigga. Like 40s? No, bitch.
Like, I have discussions with all the time just about how, like, yo, like, shit about to get real. You know what I mean? This is just a small taste.
This is just like, it's only the
aren't
fucking.
You tired of living check by check? You know what I'm saying? Like, packages be coming to the mail from certain websites and shit for clothing and shit.
Shein.
And shit. Shein. Okay, I like that.
I knew it.
So.
Oh my God, Fashion Nova boxes and whatever the fucking every fucking. I am very disappointed, and I have other things to say, but I'm not. Because I think that is, it's one thing to have, we all have hard times. You know what I mean? I'll be the first bitch to
100%.
I'll be like, listen, guys, it's a struggle. It's struggling.
Still struggling.
I'm struggling as fuck. But it's a whole nother thing to be like, I don't got it. And then take that, what you was supposed to got. Yeah. Could you imagine me? Well, I ain't got the rent money for the fucking clubhouse this month or whatever the case is. Yeah. Can you loan me $100?
Right.
My cut, can you loan me $100? And then with that $100, I'm in Mexico. Yeah. What?
Yeah.
I'm in Mexico.
She didn't post nothing in the
Living la vida loca. Like, are you?
She didn't post on social media at all. And she always posts when it's like holidays and when she's out of town.
Oh, you done went on a trip. Dora the fucking Explorer.
Man.
Yo, you really need to give her a piece of your mind when she comes back.
I kind of have to a degree, some weeks ago, but I just look at it
that's
like
wild disrespectful.
It is, right?
It is.
But at the end of the day, that's what I signed up for, so I'm definitely not complaining. I'm just sharing right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
I don't like that
what's been
at
going
all.
on at the crib. So we ain't really spoke since she's came back home for real like that. And I ain't got no.
She owe you money.
Yeah, she always owe me money though.
That's why I know. Yeah. I know she always owes you money, which is a fucking problem.
But it's just more so about how you decided to go on a trip instead of taking care of your
That's
priorities.
wild. You can't live with
um,
nobody. You can't roommate with nobody like that.
Yeah,
Because if you were in a tight spot, you couldn't depend on her. You always got to be on.
Absolutely.
And you might as well live by your fucking self.
You take the good with the bad, though. There's a lot of pros with it, too. You know what I mean? It is. Like, with her, we live in a hookup culture, society. You know what I'm saying? She don't be having niggas up in the crib. That's nice. That's a very big deal, especially for a nigga like me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because let's be real, women don't know how to like pick niggas like that and shit. Like a woman would invite a nigga over after an hour or two of conversation, baby sleep in the crib, all that type shit. You know what I'm saying? And this nigga can fucking rob your ass. You know what I'm saying? I could be sleeping in the crib and she could have a dude over and he could just decide to just flip the script. You know, so I appreciate that part about her big time. She's very private as fuck in that sense. So shit like that definitely makes me want to be cool with still having this situation. Plus I know what to expect from her. You know, I'm just more so disappointed now on some little brother to big sister type shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
I feel like you could do this by yourself.
Oh, I definitely can.
I feel like you don't need no more roommates.
No, it's not even that. But like, she reached out when she was falling out with her friend, and maybe it could have been over some similar shit like this,
money.
maybe.
Probably.
But you know what I mean? I'm doing her a favor, and she's doing me a favor as well, being there for sure. 100%.
I mean, yeah, you know what I mean. But it's really not a favor if you if every month it's something with the money.
I mean, listen. I had a roommate before where he didn't pay me for like 3 months.
Yeah, that's not okay.
She's never missed a month. So, you know, I give her grace in that sense.
You a better nigga than me.
Hey,
but
man,
I've never had a roommate before, so.
I understand the time.
I've never have. Only just live with niggas.
Right.
And, you know, sometimes living with a nigga is like having a fucking roommate.
So I've heard. So, you know, it's all good. But besides that shit, the fuck has been up with me? I'm just seeing what's going on out here. I'm just
outside.
I'm just seeing what's going on outside.
Okay, I like it.
You know,
you
know, when you kind of open the blinds up just a little bit. You know,
are your blinds open a little bit or a lot of it?
A little bit. I was standing from opening up a lot of bit, but it's a little bit. It's open.
What's the difference between it being open a little bit and it being open a whole lot of it?
A lot of it is I'm open to whoever reaching out. Hell yeah.
Okay.
I'm responding to everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. That's too much.
All right, I get that.
I ain't got the time for it.
I ain't got the time for it. I feel you.
Nor the want to.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that's all that's really been up with me for the most part.
Okay.
Not a whole lot.
It's good. You outside and having fun, enjoying yourself.
Trying to.
Yeah. Okay. Nothing's new with me in that department.
Yeah.
Nothing's new with me.
But you said you just downloaded an app,
did.
right?
I downloaded 2. I downloaded Bumble and Hinge, and I'm going to use them. We'll see. But what I am going to do is open up the location.
Okay.
Not going to keep it to Charlotte, other countries.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to go as far as the eye can fucking see.
I don't agree with that shit, but do it.
What the fuck? Charlotte ain't where it's at.
Nigga, where is it at?
Not in this motherfucking place.
Where is it at? Name a place.
These niggas is not out.
Name a place where
I don't know, but I know that it ain't here, so I need to see where else it's at. No?
Mm-mm.
So you think that I have this nigga boy.
I be trying to help y'all ladies out, man.
I don't understand what you really don't be trying. You be trying, but a little bit. You really don't be saying nothing because
I really do though.
No, you don't.
Do I just come out and just be like, you know?
No, like,
because it's like, you know, I feel like I have a place.
Have you seen the niggas in Charlotte?
Come on, what do you mean?
I've shown you what the other side of the dating app looks like.
They look the same everywhere.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. Niggas look like niggas.
No, it's different because you're not attracted to niggas. It's they all look like niggas to you.
That's why you gotta get out, yo. You smart an app.
Yeah, but where am I
not
going?
Not going to no damn plant place and shit with motherfuckers watering plants and drinking seltzers and shit.
That was fun.
That's fine.
It was fun. That's my idea of fun.
No, that's fun.
That's my idea of fun.
You can't have a real opinion on these niggas in Charlotte when you don't go no fucking where.
I have gone places in the past. It's not like, no, you're not gonna do that to me.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yeah,
because I'm not going out now doesn't mean I've been here for 7 years. I've seen what the niggas is like. I've dated niggas in Charlotte. I've dated Charlotte niggas more than outside since I've been single. I've dated niggas here.
The niggas you dated back then, you wouldn't date now though, correct? No,
and that it's looking like that's where they at. That's all that's out here is them type of niggas.
No. So go out now with this new air, with this new mindset. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know why. I don't want to go anywhere to meet. I don't want to do that.
You ain't got to go to meet. It can just happen.
Want to do that. Like, it's just, you ever been so disinterested in something that's just like, where am I going? Really? A bar? Like,
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. That's what normal people meet niggas, but I don't know. It's just so weird. It's so weird. It's so weird. It's so weird. I don't know what's happened to me in my old age or whatever. I don't know what it is. And I've been trying to figure it out. I really have. I'm like, is it the energy of the world that's making me become more reclusive? Because
it's a combination.
It's definitely a combination of that. But then I'm like, is it because niggas have just like, I'm just like over them altogether? But it's not that, because I don't even want to go out to, like, if it's not dinner,
right?
I don't want to do that. And I don't want to go to dinner by myself.
Why?
I don't want to. I just don't want to. I spend a lot of time by myself. So when I go outside, I don't want to be outside alone. My best friend is jet setting all over the fucking place. Shout out to Capricia. I'm very proud of her, but she be outside. Capricia been outside for months. You know what I mean?
I love it.
So, I can't catch up to that.
Right. You don't have to though.
You go do what you doing, sis. You know what I mean? But I don't have, sometimes girls need like a roll dog. Let me call my homegirl up or whatever the case is. All my bitches is married. My friends are on the couples trip that we were supposed to go on. Yeah. They on that trip right now. And I felt sad. I was like, damn, like, I'm happy for them, but I'm also going to acknowledge the fact that I feel like sad.
Left out and shit.
Not left out, but just like, damn, I was supposed to go. And because this fucking fucktard fucked it all up, now I'm not going to go. Gary was like, I should have just came anyway. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm not going to be the fucking fifth tit. Like, that's not going to happen. Right. Love my bro, but no, not doing that. Shout out to Gary and Jess. But I'm like...
What?
I don't know. I
feel like homeboy put a bad taste in your mouth the last cat.
He absolutely did.
And yeah, man.
He absolutely put a bad taste in my mouth. Right. I don't trust these niggas. Maybe that's what it is. I don't trust them.
Is it you don't trust them?
I don't trust what anybody has to say.
Do you trust you?
Of course I trust me.
Do you?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I'm only going to make the best choice, the best decision for Ebony all the time. My intentions are always to be the best and to do the best by myself. So I do trust myself. I don't have a you don't know how to pick them type of thing, so you need to stay by yourself type of thing. That's no, but there's a lot of people a lot of women that's like, since you don't know what you're doing, stay away from all these niggas. That's not the thought that comes up. They should
want to learn from their past
situation. Because it's just like, okay, maybe I don't need to do this anymore. Like, I'm very introspective. Yeah. So I'm always looking and seeing how I can fix whatever or not get the same result that I got the last time.
Right.
So with each failed relationship, I've done that. So I trust that I'm going to make the right decisions. I'm just disinterested in this whole...
Long distance ain't it?
No, I'm like disinterested in this whole like game of it all. Like the game of it all, I'm disinterested in that shit.
We are all playing that game.
But I'm telling you that's what the problem is with me. The disconnect is like, I don't want to play these fucking games. I'm getting too old. I have too many children. Yeah. I have way too much riding on like my career and shit like that. I'm not playing games. I have 4 fucking jobs. Yeah. If I take time away from one of my jobs to invest into you, I don't want to think about you. Is he playing games with me? Is he lying? That shit is corny. That shit is corny. And people like to play a lot of games, men and women. They like to play the cat and mouse game. They like to play he's got to text me first, or she's got to call me first, or I'm not spending this much money on her and he's got to spend this much. I'm disinterested in the games. So until somebody presents themselves as a real nigga that's not about to play no fucking games and just has these clear intentions, this is what we're doing. We're going to build our way up to blah, 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 blah. And this is the route we're going to travel that way. That way I'll know what I'm dealing with. I don't want to deal with that hide your hand bullshit anymore. Yeah. And it's a lot of that fuck shit going on. Mm-hmm. And listen, I don't have another one of those. I don't have another one of those in me. So I think that's probably why I'm just like, I'm staying away from where that shit is at but at the same time, I'm lonely. I don't have nobody to talk to. No, like, companionship at all. Like, not at all. It will be a year since I've been touched in any kind of romantic way. So I'm like, I'm lonely, but at the same time, I don't know what to do. So I was like, let me download the app. I haven't even, look, when I open them up, you're going to see I haven't even created the accounts. I just downloaded. I don't know what to do. I'm dead ass. I'm like, I want the companionship.
Little by little, we need to attend that brunch for one. That's a start.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But then just other little shit here and there, networking events. You don't have to be going somewhere primarily just in mind, like, I'm gonna find me a man. Nah, just getting out. But why wouldn't you want to go to like a networking type of event? Because like you say, you do a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you want to cross paths with people who do what the fuck you do?
You know, I'm going to be honest.
Just about a guy.
We haven't gone out like in a public setting before. I'm not like...
What? Say it.
Like outward. I'm not one of those people.
What do you mean?
When I'm out, I'm very like reclusive in my energy. Oh, okay. So I'm not... If we go to a networking event, people gonna come to me. I'm not walking up to people, hey, how you doing? Introducing myself. That's not my style. I just don't do it.
That ain't mine either.
So we're gonna go and be like standing around looking at people?
Nah. I think it just naturally just happen.
All right, we'll see. I don't even know when they have those or where they have those. I don't know nothing about.
We can look into it.
The Charlotte scene. I don't even know where to look. That's what I'm saying. Where do you look?
I don't know. Go to Google. We can go to Google and just look up shit. It's not hard, yo.
Okay.
You just gotta have the want and the care to. The same way y'all can look up new toys, new sex toys and shit.
I don't do that either.
All right, you already know what's coming out. Okay,
I don't.
Cool. What?
I don't.
You ain't got no sex toys?
I do, but I haven't gone sex toy shopping in years. Like, nah, you can't use that because I don't go and Google that you can use the sex toy shit because I have the same sex toys for like 5+ years.
You ain't got a rose?
No, I do not have the rose.
Oh, okay.
I do not have the fucking rose because I got other shit to do with my money than to spend it on a fucking...
Well, you know, if you want to find out about some shit, you can look it up.
I mean, you go on social media, the rose shit's everywhere. So they doing ads for that shit or everything.
Y'all women, y'all know how to investigate and look up some shit if y'all want to. Uh-huh. If your own girl reach out to you about a nigga she's unsure about and she want to find out some information,
oh, we can find it. Yeah, that's easy. That's
all right,
easy.
So it's easy to find out what the fuck going on out here in this little ass town, this little space in Charlotte.
Yeah,
right?
I guess.
But you don't have the want and the care to.
I don't know.
So that's why you're coming off like that.
I don't know. I don't want to say yes. I don't have the want and the care to.
I'd rather you give yourself a real chance in like maybe meeting somebody. It ain't gotta be a guy. There's even just homegirls who share the same interests as you and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then seeing what the fuck is going on in fucking Zimbabwe. and
you don't think I'm gonna find my African prince? I'm just playing.
Oh man.
You don't think I'm gonna find my African prince? That's what you just said? My soulmate could be in the United Kingdom.
What's going on in Charlotte? What's going on in Atlanta?
Oh my God, that's funny.
What's going on in California?
Atlanta is definitely not happening for me. No, I've learned my lesson about Atlanta.
It's going on everywhere.
I'm good in Atlanta. I'm good on Atlanta. That's one thing niggas ain't got to worry about me trying to do.
Unless you want to put your location to some place like fucking the places that we don't think about, like North or South Dakota. You know, they say they have good relationship outcome.
In North and South Dakota?
Like places that we don't consider, places we don't think about, like Idaho and shit like that.
Nah.
Put your shit out there to those places.
You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna see what's out there. I'm just gonna look.
Google the exact the states and cities and that do have that great
I feel like they
relationships and shit.
It's the population is so small in those areas that you do. What else you gonna do?
Right.
But get with this person and stay with that person.
Especially if you're living in like a real predominantly like white town.
Yeah.
And it's like a few black people and shit like that.
Nah, I'm good. That's
and if
no
you do meet
thank
a brother
you.
out there who do only like black women and shit, then you
have
a great
chances are very slim. You need to move, sir. Come to Charlotte. And then you come out here and turn into a hoe because he ain't never seen so many black bitches.
But he'll be quick to choose a sister though. You know what I mean? And living in that white town.
I get it.
Know?
Yeah.
But I can't do that though. Like I couldn't move to Denver or someplace like that. But
I was like, this whole summer, like we're in July now, almost in August. I'm like, I haven't gone or done anything. Like I be in the crib. We haven't even gone to the pool because it rains every fucking day.
Yeah, as a lady.
Out this bitch. For the past 2.5 weeks, I said, I think they're rotating the dome. They're reprogramming the fucking weather system because I've never, like North Carolina gets the rain and the thunderstorms and shit like that. But never has it been this every single day for 2.5 weeks. I counted.
Yeah, about 2.
2.5.
Yeah.
We going into the 3rd week of rain every fucking day. And like torrential thunderstorms. I'm mad because my kids are up my ass and around the corner about going to the pool.
They still can. I look at it like Florida because it rains.
No, I'm not taking them to the pool. It's not just the rain, Lee. It's the fucking lightning and the thunder. I'm not doing that shit.
It does it in Florida too.
I'm not gambling with my children's lives like that.
In a pool? Before the rain. Not saying while it's raining. And
you never know when it's gonna
You go on Google. That
shit don't be accurate. Like,
yeah, it does.
No, it don't. It don't tell you when it say it's gonna. It say 75% chance of fucking rain.
I'm gonna let you know when it's gonna today. All right?
It already did it. So it's been raining all fucking day out this bitch.
Yeah,
like
it is.
I'm like, goodness gracious, great googly moog. The kids are like, can we go to the pool today? Can we go to the pool today? Can we go to the pool today? I'm like, guys, it's gonna rain. They're like,
so tomorrow,
all day.
Tomorrow and Tuesday is fine. Now,
no rain?
Yeah. Now Wednesday through next Tuesday is rain.
Okay. All right, so I'll take them tomorrow when I get off. Oh God, I gotta work. Anyway, so yeah, that was that. No action. Maybe one of these days I'll go out somewhere. I really want to. I want to will it. I want to will myself outside of
it too.
I know everybody's sick of me saying the same shit every fucking
she don't
episode.
Want it for real, y'all.
No, I do not want it. I just don't want to be
boys on that fucking app.
I'm not interested in the rigmarole and the fucking performance of it all. It's whack
what
to me.
To them white boys on that app?
I'm not talking to nobody. White, black, Indian, Chinese, not a nigga. I'm not. It's the whole like fucking performance of it all that I'm just like, this is whack. I've been going to parties and events and things since I'm 20 years old. I'm 37. You gotta be exhausted of the same shit. I can't be the only motherfucker who's exhausted of the same shit.
You ain't gotta go to
the events, go to the shop. I've done after work events. I've done networking events. This is nothing new. What you're saying to me is nothing I haven't experienced before in my life.
Right now,
I'm exhausted of the shit. I'm tired of it.
I'm exhausted of being single. I've been single all of my 30s.
Nigga, you got options. Stop it. You're not going to sit up here. You're not going to sit. I wasn't going to blow your spot. I'm still not going to. You're not going to sit up here and act like you ain't got a whole fucking rotation of bitches. Like you don't have bitches on rotary dial, my nigga, on the speed of dial, nigga. You have mad motherfucking options. You just not choosing them. Knock it the fuck off. You want to read me? I'm going to read the fuck out of you. If I look at your phone right now, I bet you it's whole text threads with bitches, DMs with bitches and shit like that.
Ooh, huh?
He got mad options. He's right.
Stay out of it, man. Stay out of it.
You be asking for his input all the time. You be like, Will, what up?
Will been waiting for this moment, man.
Will tired of your shit too, to be
No, it ain't. You tired of my shit?
Will tired of your shit, just like you tired of my shit, nigga. Like you got mad. You always got, and it's not just like beautiful women. They be beautiful with a head on their shoulders. They be beautiful with they own money. They be beautiful with cars. The bitch is like, I don't give a fuck if you don't drive or not like that. I don't give a fuck if you don't drive. I'll drive you around and with no problems. They be sweethearts. They be nice. They don't even have an issue from what I think that we do this fucking podcast together. Them bitches be talking to me.
They don't.
They be talking to me like I gotta get close with Eb too because she must be the sis. So we got a bond and shit like that. Like, nigga, I be like rooting for these hoes for real. And then he'd be like, I ain't fucking with that one no more. I just knew you was gonna come here today and say that you wife home girl up because I was gonna celebrate. And you like, I'm still outside. Nigga, what? I need to go outside. You need to stay inside.
What you mean? I'm trying. I'm actually really trying.
Okay.
I
believe you.
I don't want to be single.
I believe you. I believe your heart's in the right place.
You want another one? Okay. But yeah.
No, I'm good. I'm still on this. You know me with the burping. I can't. I talk too much. I talk too much to drink this beer. I've got a show to do, and I'm gonna be belching all on this mother like a nasty hoe.
Nah,
there's no coof.
Fair enough.
Oh my God. We'll figure this out one day. Anyway, guys. So the other dope thing that happened to me. So on July 7th was one of my old producers. We actually lived in his house for a summer to create nothing but music.
Word.
Shout out to Pudgy the Fat Bastard, legend, legendary rapper, and legendary producer. And he just opened up his house to us.
Nice.
And we slept on his floor and just banged out so much music. So I left a group shortly after we stopped working with Pudge. And I was tired of going back and forth from people, working with people. And, it was a whole lot of other internal things I'm not going to get into. But I didn't want to do the music anymore. I was sick of the industry. I was sick of the girls. I was sick of singing. I was sick of everything. So I quit. And I left with nothing. I had one CD of my music and I gave that CD to my favorite ex. So I didn't have any songs, any record, any proof that I did dope shit when I was younger. And that I didn't just sing, but like we had bangers and shit. Right. So July 7th was Pudgy's birthday. Happy birthday, Pudge. And I, we've been talking on social media, but never like on the phone and shit like that. So I sent out a little happy birthday to him. And he responded and I was like, we should like catch up and shit like that. Cause why we been on Instagram friends and Facebook friends, but we don't speak. So he gave me his number and I called him and we talked for like an hour, just talking about the good old days and catching up and all of that shit. And I mentioned that I didn't have any songs. And he was like, oh, I got you. Send me your email address. And he sent me like 10 songs.
Wow. Songs
that, now y'all have to remember this, like just to paint the timeline. I started doing the music when I was 15, 16 years old. We started working with Pudgy when I was 19. I left the group when I was 22. We started working with Pudgy when I was 19, 20. And I left the group when I was 22. So from 19 to 22, this was our body of music. This was our last big person that we worked with on the radio, touring, and shit like that. Like we got drops from fucking Envy at the time. Like we really was getting there. Like that was it for us. So from 19, I'm 37 now. So let's say 20, that's 17 years of me not listening to my music at all. So he sends me these songs and I'm like in my house making waist beads because I have an event this Saturday, Afro Soca Fest.
I saw that.
At the Black Box Theater Saturday. I'm so excited. You should come.
Damn.
And bring one of them. That was shade.
Yeah, that was some other shit. What the fuck? Talking about me.
Bring my favorite, please. I adore her. What? I have a favorite. Bring her.
You're insane.
So yeah, anyway, so I'm like listening to the music and I'm like, yo, niggas was really like we was really about that action. So now my kids is listening to it and they like, Mommy, who's that? And I'm like, that's Paradise. That was the name of the group. And so now each kid is trying to figure out whose voice is like, that's you right there. That's you right there. That's you right there. And now So we went to Colombia this weekend. My grandparents celebrated their 63rd
Nice.
wedding anniversary.
That's love.
So we threw them a cookout. I was drunk. Okay. I was wasted. Shout out to Chance. My cousin Chance, he has a podcast and he's a huge listener of the show. Me and him was just drinking and smoking and talking back and back.
Is that the guy you put on video?
No, that's my little cousin. Okay. That's my little cousin Don.
Right.
On my story. Yeah, no, that's my little cousin Don. Right. But anyway, yeah. So I was fucking drunk. The family was dope. It was fun. But so on the way to and from Colombia, my kids are like, "Mom, can you play this one? Can you play that one?" And we're listening and they're singing. My daughter's rapping. There was a rapper on one of our songs. The one that got the radio play was a rapper on that. And she's like learning the rapids. And I'm just like, this is fucking surreal as shit.
That's dope.
Like 17, 18, 19 years ago of this music. And now my children are this is what I wanted it for. Yeah. I didn't want it for any other reason but to do that. So there was a guy who used to be our manager. He's a photographer, videographer. He's got movies on Amazon Prime and shit like that. Before he had asked that when Katami and I got back in contact with each other, he had asked us if we were interested in doing a movie about the group. So now when we go to New York to do Life of a Beatnik podcast, we're going to be having a meeting about turning this into like a documentary to talk about like the kind of like a behind the scenes unsung. I mean, it's a lot. We went through a lot. We experienced a lot, and I think it would be cool, but it's going to be a lot of people that's not happy. Kind of like my book. Yeah. Because
and even the one that you're going to do after this book.
Yeah. The music industry book. Yeah, it's going to coincide a little bit with...
Have you started on that book yet?
Yes, I did, actually. Okay. I started doing the outline for it because I finished the first one fully. I'm done with editing or whatever the case is. So I'm just waiting for the cover and waiting for everything.
Congrats, yo.
Thank you. I'm working.
I'm hyped for you.
Yeah, I mean, for real, it's like 2 years in the making. It's like 2 years in the making, but now I'm outlining for the music industry book, and that's just going to be a doozy because a lot of fuckery happened, but a lot of great shit happened. And I honestly can't wait to let y'all hear the music, the songs. But I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. So I was just like, maybe I shouldn't let nobody else hear this. But
I mean, you let me hear your last joint.
I did. I did. But these are different labors of love. Okay. They're different labors of love. They're in a different age group with different context, content. There's lots of little like lyrical things in there that reminds me of what was happening at the time. Some of these songs we were arguing right before recording or arguing while writing and shit. Like it's a real like behind the scenes type of story or whatever. But I'm just so grateful that for like grace and me leading with love because some, the shit that we experienced in the group was not all good. And we didn't leave Pudgy with a good taste in our mouths initially. But age and growth and maturity teaches you that you have to, treat people like human beings and not robots and understand that everybody makes mistakes and bad decisions. And, sometimes if you're not in a good mental space or whatever the case is, that could contribute to what goes on and how you interact with other people. True. But it doesn't take away that he is a fucking genius. And I was my best self musically with Pudgy. Wow. My best vocally, Pudgy would hype me the fuck up. And music industry, when the music industry would tear you apart, Pudge would be like, nah, cause you popping. Like that's how he talks. You popping, Eb. What the fuck? He's like, woo, you hear that run? Hit that run again. Like he put the batteries in my back. Like I felt like a bad bitch recording with him. And I just never translated that feeling to my looks. But he would always tell me, he was like, well, you got a crazy body, whatever the case is. Like he would always, I gotta give him that. He would definitely hype me up and big me up. And this whole like weekend has just been filled with like, I can't believe I fucking did that. Like, I can't believe that was a part of my life. And now I'm at this part where I'm a mommy and doing other shit. But I feel like everything is going to come full circle. Definitely. Yeah. So that was what my fucking 3 weeks has been like. I've been working. My hands off. I still don't want to do my regular job, but I got another opportunity that's coming.
Nice.
That I'm not going to talk about yet until I sign the papers.
As you should.
But I am very excited about that because I want to get out of my room and I don't want to talk to these fucking people about their missing packages anymore.
You're silly.
I'm sick of it.
I get it.
I'm sick of it. I'm just like, just use the link. Why are you so irate?
Right. Over nothing.
It's motherfucking Sunday. Relax. Right. Like, these niggas be pissed. They be pissed. Where's my stuff?
What's the percentage as far as white people, black people, Hispanic people?
I get a lot of whites.
Oh, yeah.
I get a lot of whites.
Crap me up when you say whites.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I get a lot of whites. I want to say maybe like 70% whites.
Yeah.
And then the other percent split between black people and Hispanics. Mm-hmm. And then I get like maybe 0.5% like the others.
Got you, yeah.
But most of them be white people. And they don't be happy all the time.
Nah. Entitled motherfuckers, man.
Very much so. It's like, would you fucking get the stick out your ass? Goodness.
Right.
Okay, so today we are going to discuss a very interesting topic that
we ain't talking nothing about that shit.
We haven't, no, but we was just catching up for the first hour.
Yeah.
Which we usually do. So
it's been almost a month. It's
right.
crazy.
Y'all niggas is lucky it only went 45 minutes. Like, because we could be talking about other shit. If there was other shit going on in my life, we would still be talking.
Listen.
But so there was a post on Instagram, I want to say maybe like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And the post was this woman videotaping her baby daddy. Now, she's a mother of 3.
Right.
And the baby daddy was pulling up with McDonald's, according to the post. Yeah. Now, we later found out that it's a hoax, but still, we're going to use it for reference anyway. Pulls up with McDonald's for one child that they shared, which is the youngest.
Right.
Right. So there was a whole thing on fucking social media about this because on one hand, you had a bunch of niggas and women that was like, if he only has one child with her, then he's only responsible for bringing one thing of McDonald's for this child.
Yeah.
So this sparked this whole conversation between Lee and I about having children, being in a relationship with someone who has children, what your responsibilities are to them, and like stepdaddy, stepmommy shit. Mm-hmm. I have a very close friend of mine, Brandon, who doesn't have any biological children of his own, but he recently moved out from Detroit to Georgia to live with his girl, and his girl has 2 kids.
Nice.
So we're gonna call him in a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to just get your opinion about this McDonald's thing. Like, let's just say that this was real because this situation can very well be real.
Yeah.
And the way that the motherfuckers in the comments was talking, I was like, oh, there's niggas out here who do shit like that and who will care with shit like that.
There are guys out here who do shit like that.
Right. What do you think?
As far as that video or guys who move like that?
I mean, as far as like the whole scenario itself.
I mean, in that particular scenario, okay, they wasn't married. They was never in a relationship. It seemed like, I think it was just more so a sexual
That's
thing.
not what she said. I don't know what he said.
What did she say?
She posted a video and said they were in a relationship. Mm-hmm. And because their child that they share is the youngest, he was a father figure to her other 2 children.
Right.
So she's like, when we break up, you don't get to just treat my other 2 children like that when they knew you too. So she was saying along the lines like, you know, children don't have the wherewithal that adults have. So you have to give them a moment kind of to process that they're not looking at you like a father figure anymore. Mm-hmm. So when I watched that video, I was like, oh, so he did this to be petty. Because at first it was some people that was like, well, and I didn't see the video where they was talking about it was a hoax. I went back on her page and I didn't see that she was saying that she said it was a hoax. Hmm. That video was the last one, like her explanation about why she spazzed about it.
Right.
So, because like there was people that was like, well, if he only had enough for his child, then blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. But I'm just like, I was raised in a different era, but I want to hear what you have to say about that.
Well, so she had 3 other kids, right?
2 other kids.
2 other kids. So their child together made 3. So you're saying they were together.
They were in a relationship together.
At some point. Okay.
And those kids viewed him like a father figure.
Like a father figure.
Then they broke up and now that's not different.
I feel like they had food to eat. It's just maybe her 2 kids, her other 2 kids, you know, back in the day, man, McDonald's was like a treat if you was a kid, man.
Back in the day, and this day too.
Well, as far as us, my bad.
Yeah, kids go fucking crazy over the goddamn McDonald's.
Come on now, let me get a toy car or some shit up in there.
Man, fuck about that. They like the fries.
I'm talking about me when I was a kid.
Yeah, the toys.
Dad, Big Macs, all that shit. But Big Mac is, McDonald's is considered a treat. So I'm sure she had probably some ravioli in a can or some shit in there. Her kids could have ate. It's just the fact that she probably felt the way that this nigga was bringing his one child that he had with her some damn McDonald's. But you had food in there. They're not hungry.
I don't think it was about them being hungry.
So feed your fucking kids the food that you got in the crib.
I don't think it was about them being hungry at all.
I know. That's what I'm trying to say. It's more so about the fact that
the guy being petty with children. We're talking about children. We're not talking about the adults.
On the phone call, if this is real, like you say, the dude stated how my son said he wanted McDonald's specifically. That's what he wanted. So if that's what he wanted, you're my son. I'm going to get you McDonald's. So you didn't say, hey, me and, you know, my 2 other siblings want McDonald's. It was him specifically. So clearly they have food to eat. She didn't say they're starving or any of that
I'm sure
shit.
he had food to eat too, the baby. If they all have food, if the older 2 had food. I get where you're coming from.
It's not his fault that those 2 other dads probably aren't present like that for those kids to maybe call them.
I think
call their dad and ask them for McDonald's.
I get it.
Or Bojangles or whatever. It's not on him. Now, if I was in his shoes, would I have got them McDonald's too, all 3 of them? Sure, I would have.
Why?
I mean, that's just because that's just how I was raised.
Because it's the right thing to do. Because you don't be petty with children.
I'm not going to say it's petty, though.
It is.
I'm not going to say it's because he's not obligated to at all.
I didn't say anything about obligation.
It was about his son requesting it.
I didn't say anything about obligation.
Now, if it was a situation where she was like, you know, she hit him up on the side like, yo, my 2 other kids don't have any either. You know, stamps is low, whatever, and he didn't do it. Oh, you a foul dude. You know what I mean? They have food to eat. His son just wanted McDonald's in particular. He's not foul for that. But yes, I would have got all 3 of them McDonald's just because that's just how I am. But I can't project how I move on everybody else as well. Now, if we do want to get back to what we were talking about earlier on the phone about as far as us getting back to, you know, that whole village concept and shit like that, then yeah, you definitely should have got, you know, the other 2 kiddos.
I mean,
McDonald's too.
The kid, if he only had enough for his kid, lots of ifs and couldas. The baby said they want McDonald's and you only have enough for 1 kid that's in the house. I wouldn't give a flying fuck if none of them kids was my kid. If they was my nephew, if my nephew called me and said, Auntie Ebby, I want McDonald's. Yeah. If I don't got enough for all the kids in the house, I'm not bringing you McDonald's. You're not going to die if you don't get McDonald's because you got food in the house, right? You're not going to think of me as a bad dad or I hate my fucking dad because I'm 3 years old and that one time he asked me for McDonald's, I didn't bring it. I think that if you want to be petty with someone's mother or like with the child's mother for whatever reason.
That doesn't necessarily mean he's being petty. His child might be spoiled. Okay, sorry.
I think it's petty because you're doing it to the children, to the other 2 children. You know that there's 3 kids in the house, right? You know there's 3 kids in the house and you know what it's going to do to the other 2 children if that one gets the McDonald's. It's not about the mother having the fathers and, you know, they could bring their kids McDonald's or she could go and buy the kids McDonald's or whatever case is, because all of those are true, right? Yeah. The other 2 kids' fathers could very well buy them McDonald's. Right. And so could she get in her car and say, you know what, you bring this one McDonald's and I'm going to go get the other 2 McDonald's. All of those things could have been a thing here. But to purposely be like, I'm only going to bring 1 kid out of the 3 that lives in the house. I was just raised very differently from that. If you cannot do for all the kids, nobody gets.
Same.
Nobody gets. And I just think that that's a really wild thing to do to the children. Like, okay, so your little brother, you're going to eat these fucking SpaghettiOs and your little brother is here with the McDonald's. That creates so much discord between siblings. You and I both know that kids don't have this sensibility thing. They don't have this, well, that's his dad. Now, all of a sudden, this is his dad because he was here fathering us and now that they're not together anymore. It's so much to do to kids. I don't understand why you don't get that.
I hear what you're saying. SpaghettiOs, that shit was like a luxury to me back in the day.
Yeah, but I mean, I love SpaghettiOs, and but I love McDonald's better.
Grilled cheese.
I love McDonald's more.
I ain't gonna say
if I'm gonna take it a step further, I was my mom's only child. My aunt had Kiki and Kevin, who I grew up with, brother and sister. So technically, my aunt and uncle didn't have to do anything for me. But if I was there, they're not gonna bring the McDonald's for their 2 kids, and I'm in the house with them.
Right.
It's just a fucked up thing to do to me. Yeah, I got a mother, I have aunts and uncles and shit like that. But it's a fucked up thing to purposely do that to other children. That's why I had the issue. Everybody was like, well, she got her nails done. Yeah, she could buy her kids McDonald's. Maybe she could, maybe she couldn't. I don't fucking know. The point, that's not the point. Everybody likes to go circles around the shoulda. No. Because the point is that man made a conscious decision to go and buy 1 kid out of the 3, the McDonald's. That's it. That's the facts. We don't know what their pockets were like. We don't know what the other fathers are like. We don't know what they had to eat in the house. We don't know none of that. We don't. We could speculate, but we don't know what the fuck. They had
food in the house.
We don't know
she would have for a fact. She would have been more extra and be like, my kids are starving, and she was trying to sell herself in that video. So she would have definitely
the video
implied that.
Because we thought that was fake, or you said it was fake, or whatever the case is. I just think it's a really disgusting thing to do to children.
Right.
And I'm never gonna. I don't give a fuck about what her financial. She could buy her kids fucking McDonald's, absolutely. The other fathers could go, absolutely. But I still, as a human being, would never show up to anywhere with something for 1 kid and not all the other kids.
Same here, but I can't expect every man to feel that way.
I think it's a fucked up thing to do. There's a reason why I do it. Is because it's fucked up not to.
Who don't like spending their own money, but they'll spend it on other shit.
Okay. Again, what does that have to do with you spending your money on that's
because he's not obligated to feed
I didn't
those
say
other
anything
kids.
about obligation.
I get you.
Not once did I use the word because that's not the word that needs to be used. I said it was petty. It's fucked up to do to the children, not to the mother.
He didn't do nothing to them.
Y'all be really fucking pressed to make these women pay for whatever the fuck, and the kids are collateral damage, and that's fucked up. That's fucked up to do to a child. I don't care if it's McDonald's.
She need to choose better.
I don't know. That is grimy as fuck because the kids don't have anything to do with her choices.
If they're starving, then
they don't got shit to do with her fucking
starving.
choices. Whether they starving or not, it's a fucked up thing psychologically to do to children, especially 3 that have the same mother. They all got to be raised in the same house. Right. You don't know what the fuck that's doing to their relationship, to their siblingship.
They can resent him, definitely.
Big time. Resent the other and beat that kid up. All kinds of, that's the baby.
Probably,
like,
should have dad ain't thinking about that.
Of course not. Nobody does. Nobody thinks about the children. They be going for the woman's gusto, or even for the niggas. They be like, I want to make him pay, or I want to make her pay, or whatever. Everybody thinks about the other adult. Nobody thinks about how fucked up it is for the children. And when niggas really start thinking and bitches really start thinking about the kids, they would not do the shit that they think about doing. Who gives a fuck if she could be a millionaire? If I'm her nigga and I pull up with the McDonald's for my baby, everybody baby eating. Why? Because they babies. That's it. That's the end of the fucking story. I don't see why I need to go deeper and deeper, or she got money, or she got food.
Because everybody don't feel how you and I do. But
I get it.
They're not wrong
but I think
for
it's
that.
I do think they're wrong for that.
I used to be like that. I used to be the type of person to feel like if you don't see shit how I see it, because I feel like I'm always coming from a logical, good place or whatever, then damn, you're wrong. You're foul. Nah, because
not with everything, but there's some shit that's just overall foul. There's some shit that's just overall foul. There's some shit that the masses could say that's foul. Whether I would do that or not, that's foul.
I don't think it's
to purposely. We can't, as human beings, say that was foul to do to the children. There's some shit you could just, as a unit, as a collective, be like, nah, that wasn't cool.
Yeah.
And that's our fucking problem as Black men and Black women. We always looking for the overall and the roundabout and the let's find the reasons for this, that, and the third. And I'm a big reason. I'm a big why girl. But at the end of the fucking day, we can't as a collective agree that some shit be fucked up and that some niggas shouldn't do shit or some bitches shouldn't do shit. That's our fucking problem. We be like, oh, I'm not fuck that because she got the bread, or he got the bread, or he could do this with that bitch, but he can't do that with me. It's like, oh my God, everybody shut the fuck up. Y'all doing too much. Because you know that's wrong. That's what I was reading the fucking comments, and I was like, y'all niggas y'all know we talking about children, right? Y'all know we talking about children, right? Oh, she got her eyebrows done. Well, somebody said them lashes is hanging off the side or whatever the fuck. I bet she gonna get them lashes done. She could get her kids McDonald's. Yes, she could, but he also should not have pulled up as well with food for one kid. We talk about food, not toys. You know what? I wouldn't even have the same feeling if it was toys. If he bought his kid a gift, I wouldn't. Maybe it's because it's food. It's food, for fuck's sake.
I heard another woman speak up on it, and she was just like, I would have found a way to get my other 2 kids McDonald's. I'm not feeling sorry for her.
Of course, I don't feel sorry for her at all. I never said that either.
I know.
I don't feel sorry for the bitch. My feelings ain't got nothing to do with her because, like you said, it might even be fake. Yeah. I don't feel nothing towards her because if that were me, y'all already know how I give it up with my kids, so I don't even have to do it. My sole emotion is about the children.
For sure.
And how fucked up that is to see. To be on the receiver. Could you sit at the table with rice and green beans and you struggling to eat your fucking vegetables and little Steven coming in there with the Happy Meal bag. Look what my daddy got me. What? I knocked that shit off the fucking table. No McDonald's for nobody, nigga. He ain't bringing up for me. I'm taking your nuggets. That's the type of kid I would have been. Oh, he want to bring a Happy Meal for you. Everybody Happy Meal now. We sharing it. That's the type of shit you do when you do shit like that with kids and then they grow up hating each other. And you're like, what happened?
True.
Because your dad was a dick and he didn't have to be.
True.
That's all I'm saying.
We didn't even speak on that Roe versus Wade situation either.
Oh, child, you're trying to make my blood pressure
go. It just dawned on me as we was talking about
this. You trying to make my blood pressure skyrocket.
I'm not.
You know, the Roe versus Wade thing was a large reason why I recoiled like a snake.
I was wondering.
I recoiled like a snake because I'm just... So, have you seen my TikTok?
Seen who?
My TikTok.
Nah, I'm not on TikTok.
Did I share it to my story?
Probably didn't.
So, I feel very strongly about women's rights, reproductive rights, and everybody's human's rights, right? Mm-hmm. But I have a personal story with an ectopic pregnancy that I shared on my TikTok because ectopic pregnancy is one of those things that kind of gets lost in the translation of these laws, right? So one state, I forgot what state it is, but an ectopic pregnancy, you won't be able to get care unless your life depends on it type of shit. And do you know what an ectopic pregnancy is?
No, I'm listening.
So it's when the fetus, so real quick, just if you could just see it in your mind, because it needs to make sense, right? And a lot of you guys have never even seen what the female reproductive system actually looks like. So we have the ovaries, the ovum, the eggs, and then we have the fallopian tube. And the fallopian tube, there's little what they call cilia or silica or something like that. Yeah. It's like little fibers, okay? Like if you can imagine like tiny hands waving the egg through the fallopian tube to get to the uterus, right? And in between that space is when it could get implanted. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it will get implanted or pregnated or implanted. No, pregnated, whatever. The sperm will attack the fucking egg and get in there. It's supposed to happen in the uterus. Sometimes it happens on the way to the uterus. And sometimes it gets stuck there. Yeah. So now you have a fertilized, and not just in a tube. In my case, it was a tube. But sometimes it happens. I've seen one where a girl was pregnant in her liver because it doesn't fully move the egg to your uterus for whatever reason. Mine was stuck in my fucking tubes. So I had a 9-week fetus in my tube. I don't know if you know what a 9-week fetus looks like. But it's not small and it's not big, but it's not small. Yeah. Fallopian tubes are like maybe this big. Okay? Mm-hmm. It's wild. Okay? So a 9-week fetus is way bigger than the fucking fallopian tube. Mm. So what happened was, I'm trying to be mindful of time. No. Because we got to call somebody. What happened was I was going to school in Atlanta for my diploma, and I was engaged to a military guy. And he also was stationed. We're both from New York. He was stationed in Valdosta, Georgia. So I would go back and forth. Anyway, summertime of my 19th year was coming, and he was being deployed. So I went to go see him one last time, and then I went back home to New York to spend the summer with my mother. My mom was living in Brooklyn at the time. I go to Brooklyn, and I had scheduled for me to do bartending school. Me and Katami were going to go to bartending school at the same time. We ended up doing it, but later. So we signed up for bartending school because at the time I was still in the group. We just took a break. So I could get my fucking diploma.
Right.
So anyway, I'm thinking it's my period. So I'm bleeding heavy at first, light then, and then heavy at first, light then. And it was like going off and on for like 3-4 weeks.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, damn, my cycle is changing. That's what I just kept saying, so like, my cycle is changing. I didn't think I was pregnant at all.
Okay.
I thought this was a period.
Right.
So I'm getting ready to go to my first day for bartending school. I get on the train and I start feeling dizzy. And as soon as I start feeling dizzy, I look at the in-between because the dizziness almost felt like I was going to throw up. Okay. So I was like, damn, like the train was moving. So I'm like, damn, if I got a barf, I'm probably going to have to go in between the cars.
Right.
So I'm thinking about going in between the cars. And next thing I know, I wake up on the floor with people looking at me, like over me. And they're like, are you okay? Are you okay? I will never forget this man's voice. He was like, are you okay, sweetie? Don't move. Like super thick Italian, Brooklyn Italian accent. So he's like, don't move, sweetie. We got help coming. And we in the station. And I'm confused as fuck. I don't know what's going on because I've never in my life fainted before. So I get, the ambulance comes, they take me up, they take me to the hospital or whatever. And the hospital is super duper packed. So there's like people in the hallways and the stretchers. So I'm in the hallway, which is like maybe a foot away from the bathroom. Mm-hmm. So I'm there for maybe like an hour. They come, they take my blood. They asked me if I could be pregnant. I said, no, I'm on my period. And they're like, okay, so it's probably like a stomach flu, stomach virus or whatever the case is. And I'd had a stomach virus before. I was like, I didn't throw up. I did feel like it initially, but I was like, I didn't throw up. I don't think this is stomach virus, but they was like, maybe we're going to run some tests. Anyway, so I get up out the bed. I had to go to the bathroom. I get up out the bed. I go to the bathroom, use the bathroom, and then I wake up on the floor.
Damn.
And I said out loud, did I just faint again? Because what? Have you ever fainted before?
No.
It's fucking trippy.
I bet.
It's trippy as shit. Have you fainted before?
Oh, shit.
Really?
Why?
Isn't it like it's trippy because 1 minute you literally are doing something and then the next minute you're on the fucking floor. Yes. Yes. It's so fucking trippy.
We're going to talk about this outside of...
Yeah, I want to know too. I want to see. It's fucking trippy. But this time I'm by myself in the bathroom. So I'm like, well, I was talking to myself. You got to get up. Mm-hmm. I got up. I washed my hands because I did pee. And I'm not a nasty bitch. Right. So I washed my hands. I looked at myself in the mirror. I remember like splashing water on my face or whatever. And just like, you're okay, Eb. You're okay. I'm also very terrified. I'm 19. I don't know what the fuck is going on in my body, but I've never fainted before. And then initially I was like, maybe because I'm losing so much blood, you know what I mean? Right. So anyway, a couple of hours go by. The doctor finally comes and he's like, we're going to take your blood again. He goes, you couldn't be pregnant, right? And I said, no, I'm on my period. He goes, okay, I thought that's what you said. He goes, we're going to take your blood again anyway. He goes, but I think you're having a stomach bug. I think you're having a stomach flu. So they discharge me. I go home all the way back to the house. And then I get a call from the hospital. You need to come back to the hospital. You're having a miscarriage. So I said, oh my fucking God. Like, what? Okay. So I call another cab, take the cab back to the hospital. Right. And then they put me right into the fucking sonogram room. So I'm getting the sonogram. This fucking poor kid. Never forget his face either. I'm very good with faces of people. Maybe not names, but the faces I remember. Right. Because I was also like, I wasn't really asking a lot of questions because I was in shock. But at this point, I told my mother, come to the hospital, I'm having a miscarriage or whatever. And then I'm thinking about my guy, my fiance, who's in Afghanistan right now. So I'm like, shit, like we didn't even get a chance to enjoy the fact that I was pregnant. There's all sorts of things going on in my mind. So the guy, the sonographer tech, he was a student. He has the wand inside of me and he's looking at the screen and he's looking at me and he's looking at the screen. I'm looking at him because I don't know what the fuck is going on the screen. What the fuck am I looking at anyway? So I'm like, why you got that look on your face? Why you look confused? And he goes, I'll be right back.
Oh, shit.
So he leaves the wand in me. So I'm just there in the stirrups with the fucking shit in my pussy. And then he goes and gets the doctor. The doctor comes back and she goes, And I'm like, And she goes, And I said, well, what the fuck is going on? So she goes, okay, here's your uterus. So she shows me where the uterus is. There's nothing in there. She goes, can you see that? I said, yeah, it's empty. And then she moves it over slightly. She goes, this is your tube. This is where the fetus is. Yeah. And she goes, we need to get it out. It's called an ectopic pregnancy. And usually, she goes, sometimes the baby will move itself into your uterus and be good and grow and be good. She goes, but at this point, you're 9 weeks and 9 weeks is huge. So she goes, if we don't get the baby out of there, the fetus out of there now, it's going to rupture. So I don't even have time to talk to my mother, go into the surgery. Right. I wake up. It's a funny little story about the tube being down my throat. Fucking guy was next to me and I couldn't breathe and I was trying to yank it out of my throat, and the guy was next to me yelling at the nurses, telling them to come and get the tube out of my throat because I can't breathe and I can't speak either, but I'm looking at him like, thank you because I thought I was fucking dying. I was like, I'm gonna die like this is what's gonna take me out. So anyway, I get to the recovery room. I can't move. I've got a catheter in me. I've got things on my legs and there's blood bags. So I'm getting blood transfusion. Again, I don't know what's going on. The doctor comes and shows me a picture of my fucking tubes. I have 4 fist-sized blood clots holding my tube together. My tube had already burst because 9 weeks again is huge to be in a tube. Right. So once it bursts, that's it. Your life is over. Yeah. But my blood clotted together to pack it in around the baby. Wow. Now, I told that story on TikTok. I was in the hospital for like a week and a half or whatever the case is. It took me a while to recover, but not that long to recover. And there were other girls in there who had the same thing. So the girl, my roommate, who's somebody I went to school with, she also had an ectopic pregnancy. She was terrible. It was terrible. It was really sad because they put us on the maternity ward floor so we could heal the babies. And it was very psychologically fucked up. And it took me a very long time to even grasp with it. They had to take my whole tube. So I have 1 tube from 19 with no children, first time pregnant, first time everything. So I'm like, well, damn, what the fuck? What the fuck? Am I going to be able to have kids again? And the doctor said, there's a chance that your chances are going to be doubled or cut in half. I have no issues getting pregnant. Right. So, So, but I told the story because I didn't know I was pregnant. So that's why I got that extreme. But I told that story because it could get that extreme. True. For someone who is denied care, who knows they're pregnant, who knows it's an ectopic pregnancy, but can't, quote unquote, abort the fetus because it's illegal to do so. So they have to wait until they're on their deathbed or close to their deathbed. Not everybody's blood is going to clot like mine did. True. So I was so just like, this is what I'm raising my daughter in. This is what I'm gonna raise a girl in? Like my sons already got enough to deal with. You know what I mean? One's straight, one's gay, and who knows what the fuck, because I know it's not gonna end with the Roe versus Wade. That's just the beginning. Yeah. So absolutely. Soon my son's not gonna be able to marry who he wants, and it's gonna be outlawed and whatever the fuck. I feel it coming.
Think so?
Yes.
I've heard Lou's talks. Yeah.
Yes, because they want to turn this back into a Christian ran nation. This is not it's about a bunch of things. Don't get me wrong. I talked about this before. Population control being one of them. Minority, us being, them keeping their foot on our necks. Their blood. Yeah. But also about the purity of how Christianity is being washed out, or people waking up to that not even being our original religion. Which is what was great about being an American in the first place, is that you weren't forced to align with any religion. So I'm disgusted by it. And I was like, what am I going to do? Because I have a daughter. And what happens if, thank God North Carolina is, Rory Cooper is like, fuck what you heard. Right. Niggas is very happy about living in North Carolina. He's like, nah, we ain't going for that. We ain't going for that. So what we got to do is keep him or some other Democrat in office. Right. And the rest of them, the people who represent North Carolina, the mayor, the Charlotte mayor or whatever. But it's just sad And I really fell into like I had a moment where I was just like, I don't even want to talk to nobody. I don't want to talk to no niggas. I don't want to talk to nobody because this is disgusting.
I figured.
And we all don't have the same level of like anxieties over it. Like you don't really have to care. You don't have, you know what I mean? Like I'm sure you do care because you're a human.
Feel to the extremity.
How I feel.
No, I can't because I can't.
And even more so, people with daughters. Like y'all niggas, it's not just about me being a woman. It's about me being a mother of a girl and having nieces and shit like that. Like that terrifies me for them. You know? Mm-hmm. What if they live in a state where somebody, you know, if they go to college and their college is in fucking South Dakota because that's one of the states. And they like, you know, I really want to go to South Dakota University, whatever the fuck. They got the greatest culinary program in the world. I'm going there. And God forbid somebody rapes them and now they can't get an abortion. Like, what? Mm-hmm. Now we got to kill this nigga and raise his baby? Yeah. It's not fair for people to tell other people what to do with their bodies based off of their religion. Mm-hmm. But, you know, I was listening to something else the other day about the difference, like there was an argument between a Christian guy who was a pro-lifer. Mm. Somebody who was pro-choice, who believed in science and all of that. And the girl said, the guy was like, you believe in killing babies? And she said, that's, you know, that a zygote is not a baby, it's actually a parasite. And he didn't have anything to say. A parasite, it's not baby, it's a parasite. To be honest, for real, if you want to be technical, scientific and shit like that, like, it's trash. I just think it's trash. We don't have a right. I don't have a right to tell you what to do with your body. Mm-hmm. You want to get a dick piercing? You want to get your nose pierced? You want to fucking chop the balls off? That's your fucking prerogative. Yeah. That's not my body. Nobody has a right to tell me what to do with my body. And then for like things that are like detrimental to your life, things that could kill you. That fucking fetus could kill you. And they're like, no. Because life, what about my life though? Like, what about my life? What about the life that I'm actually breathing? I'm a breathing person. Right. So I was like, oh no, I don't want to be here anymore. Mm. Take me away to another planet or something.
I understand.
Oh my God. But yeah, if y'all are interested in hearing like the full non-rushed version of that story, go to my TikTok. Random views up. No, because it's a very interesting story and I would love for people to share it so that people can understand how extreme it can get. I'm very blessed and grateful that my body did what it did or spirit did what it did. It wasn't meant for me to go. My ancestors were heavy with me. It wasn't meant for me to go. I needed to be here, right? Mm-hmm. But there's women who don't make it from that.
True.
The doctor said you were supposed to die. Mm. She goes, I took a picture because I couldn't believe how it looked. And I'm looking at my fetus and my tube and blood clots. And I'm like, is that what I think it is? And she goes, yeah, it was disgusting, but also extremely fascinating at the same time. I'm like, this is crazy. But wow, look at what my body did. Like all of that was happening on the inside of me. I had no idea.
Wow.
Anyway, let's call Brandon before we get into our shift because he gotta go bed. He gotta go work.
True that.
Okay, so we're gonna call my homeboy Brandon. Like I said in the beginning, he is in a relationship with my sis Leandra, and the two of them are like two of my favorite people in the whole world. I love them so much. Great couple, but he moved from Detroit to Georgia with no kids into a whole family situation. So I have some questions for Brandon. We're gonna call him and get his take on some shit. I'm gonna have to pull up the questions. Oh. But you right on the mic. Perfect. Right? It was perfect. Stepdaddy of the year goes to. Okay, I want to make sure that you can hear Lee good.
Yo.
Okay.
Say something.
Yo, you can hear me?
Step out.
Oh, okay.
Yo,
look, he on daddy duty already.
That's what's up.
That's what
right. Right. And I'm glad you took CP time. Because it took me a while to be lucid. I'm like, you're not going to ask me questions and I'm not lucid or anything.
Oh, so wait a minute. Are you drinking?
No.
Oh,
no,
okay.
no. We did enough of that yesterday.
Okay, good. Yeah, me too. But I'm in here with a beer anyway, looking dumb.
Okay. What's up, Lee?
Yo, what's good, yo?
Man, nice to finally meet you. I'm
Hey.
like, that's my guy. I gotta talk to him one day.
Hey, man, let's do it, man. Let's set it up.
Yeah, I would love to have Brandon and Leandra on the show actually because their love story is really interesting and also like a little bit unique. So I would love to have them both on the show like in person one day. Just great humans. Like I said, two of my favorite people.
Dope.
But you know, Brandon had me a little worried. Brandon.
Are we gonna get into it now? Or are we gonna get into it later on at some point?
I wasn't gonna put your business out there like that, so that wasn't one of the questions. But you, by all means, you can go there with it. That's your story to tell. I said I'm not gonna go there, but this nigga had me like I'm gonna kill him. Like not us lining it all the way up for you, and you almost fumbled the motherfucking bag, Joe stupid.
I know, right? I guess the better time when we both there, we can talk about it.
Yeah, because that was a doozy. Well, you know, I want to talk more about your relationship with the kids and responsibility to the children. For context, there's two children, a boy and a girl in the house. How do you describe your position in your stepkids' lives?
Ooh. That is a good question.
I know, right? Because I'm baby Charlemagne.
Because it's like I'm transitioning out of uncle phase. So you transition out of uncle phase, and then you're trying to learn how to be a dad at the same time. So it's like you navigating those two worlds. So the easiest thing for me to do was just to remember the things that my dad did, and he taught me. So it's like, okay, I know what to do in these situations. It's just like I gotta put them to use.
You know what? That's really smart. Like, I mean, because you had a good example, you know, and a father. The ones that didn't have a good example, they probably got more of a struggle. Yeah. I didn't even think about that you had but you're a good nigga anyway, so it probably wasn't really that hard of a transition for you.
No, it's like you just take like, okay, like I'm thoughtful to Leandra, so it's like, okay, extend this down to the children.
Right.
Yep. So it's just so it's not too difficult. And then now I know what it means when people say they wing it a lot. Like, oh, okay, that's what they mean.
I be trying to tell people that all the time. I still be winging shit. I'm like, I'm just winging it. I don't fucking know. They survived, so we made it through the 24 hours at this point.
That's how it is. Like, let me make it through these hours that I got.
Yeah.
And then too, like I defer to Leandra a lot. Like I don't have any problems deferring to her on things and asking her questions like, how should I do this? And what do you think? Like, was this okay? I do. And she'll tell you that.
That's so cute. Was this okay? Do you think there's a difference between the responsibilities of a live-in boyfriend, because you and Lee are not yet married, of a live-in boyfriend or that of a husband?
See, for me, and I'm glad you asked me that question too, and it's like, I'm not going to delineate between those two things. I know some other people would, but for me, it's like, okay, this is my person. This is the relationship I should be in. Right. So this is the only way I know how to be. So I don't feel like I should, try and be like, okay, I'm gonna set this boundary just because I don't have this title yet. But it's like, I know eventually we'll get married at some point, so it's like I might as well just be the person that I am when we get married.
Yes.
Yep, I agree, yo.
Yeah. I think that's smarter too, right? Because then it doesn't change, because kids don't really take that well to like drastic ass changes and shit like that. Right. So it's like if you are the same way, if you're like, hey, this changes nothing about our relationship, our friendship, or our bonds or whatever, it's literally just like making us more of a family at this point. But my behavior towards you is not going to change different. I was interested. I wanted to ask you that because there's a lot of people who believe that like as a boyfriend or a living boyfriend, you can't do certain things for the kids, with the kids, or you shouldn't, feel that responsible for the kids until you become the husband. And then I guess because legally now you're responsible for the children. So I wanted to know, like, I was like, is there really a fucking difference for real? Or like, should there be?
Oh, I've heard it. So it's like, I'm not surprised. And it's like, oh, I'm only doing this because I'm not this person yet. And it's like, okay, so it's like I got to buy the premium package for me to start doing this. Like it's an add-on. Like, oh, no.
Right.
No.
Right.
No.
So how long have you been there?
I've been back since the beginning of January, so 6 months now. It'll be 6 months coming up at the end of the week. So 6 months.
Okay. Was there a lot of pressure? I know we've tried this twice. Okay, like I said, I'm not gonna spill your tea, but we've done it twice. Was there a lot of pressure on you to like instantly slip into the role of a father figure to the kids, or were you awarded some grace from her, and also from yourself? Like, did you put more pressure on you than she did?
I think, and what we'll do now, we'll do it here, and then we'll discuss it when we both come on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say DC. So before COVID, before COVID, it was a lot of pressure because it was like, I got this. I'm trying to adjust to a new place. I'm trying to adjust to a new job. So it was all these different things at the same time. It was like in a mixing bowl. So it was all these different things, all of that at the same time. And it was very hard. Like, it was very tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude. So after COVID,
it was
and
different.
Then I came back. It was to me, it was really no pressure. It was just like putting on a shoe, like coming right back. Because I think what it was like, okay, I know this is where I'm supposed to be. I'm not really locked in on a career yet, but I know I'm supposed to be here. So at least I got that. And then I got this support system.
Right.
So it's like, I got all these things. Only thing I really have to focus on is figuring out what I want to do as far as work. So, so it wasn't really any pressure. It was just like, okay, just come back and, make amends and do all these things. That's how I feel about it now. But before, it was like, it was a lot. It was a lot because all I was used to was being on my own.
Yeah.
Seeing Leandra every now and again. I hadn't met the kids yet, so it was like, I'm still in this uncle phase.
Right.
Yeah, I'm still that guy. I'm still Uncle B. So.
Right. Did the kids really call you uncle?
I'm trying to remember. And I should be lucid right now. Uncle Brandon. Yeah, Uncle Brandon.
They called you Uncle Brandon.
Not Lex and Lauren, but
okay.
No, I'm talking about like my
your actual niece. Oh, yeah, got you. Okay.
So they just call me Brandon.
Okay,
that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they call you Brandon now? Like, is that still the name?
They've leaned into calling me Brandy now.
Oh, Brandy.
Yeah. And the funny thing about this, and I haven't told Lee this, so you and Lee are the first people
exclusive
to hear this. My uncle would call me, my mom's brother, her oldest brother would call me Brandy. He would say, he would call me Brandy Pooh. And I'm like,
oh,
wow.
That's so sweet. I like that. Yeah, that's cute. I love that they gave you like a nickname. They're like, no, he's like, he's more special than Brandon. Would you, I'm interested in I always want to talk to men about the relationships with the kids and if they would have left. Would you have left Leandra alone if the kids didn't like you?
Ooh.
Like if you got so much kickback and you tried like both times, like you left and came back or whatever, and they still didn't fuck with you, and it was just like now it's 6 months later and they giving you all this fucking lip and being disrespectful, and every 2 seconds they like, you not my daddy, and all this fucking shit that fuck, we kids can be kids, and they'll get on your fucking last nerve. Like would you be ready to throw in the towel? Or would you have?
You fight for it.
I think this time, no. Like right now, like if the kid, like if it was a difficult relationship with me and the kids now, I would just say no. It's like, nah, I know I got to stick it out. Because it's like, what am I going back to? Am I going to go back to, where am I going? Like, am I going back to Detroit?
Right.
No. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just have to stick it out. I'm going to have to just thug it out.
Right.
But early on, see, before COVID, what was that, like 90 days? I think it was exactly 90 days.
This nigga
like, dead serious.
90
it was like
days.
Exactly 90 days. So if it was rough at that time, I'd be like, okay, the kids don't like me. Me and Lee, all right. I don't really care for the job. I haven't really adjusted to being down here. So
yeah. So it would have been different before COVID.
Yeah, it would have been different. But right now, it's like, we just gonna have to make this work.
Right. Like, y'all just gonna have to learn to love a nigga because I ain't going nowhere.
That's what I keep telling her now. And she'll say, like, you're not going nowhere. I'm like, if I go anywhere, it's gonna be in a box. So.
That's the type of energy I need my nigga to have, for real.
Absolutely. Let me ask Brandon a question real quick. Brandon, you can hear me?
Oh. I'm sorry, Lee. I couldn't hear you.
No, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit.
All right. No, I'm going to ask this question real quick. Is there a difference at all between dating a woman with kids and women who don't have kids?
Absolutely it is. That's all I was used to before was women without children. Like, I tried it a couple of times, and it was like, no, I really could, because it wasn't really my preference. And then I would have, I don't know what, I guess what's the right way to say it. I would feel bad about it because it was like my sister she's a single parent. So it's like, I know the things that she goes through.
Right.
And it's like, I felt guilty. Like, that would have to be a prerequisite. Like, does she have children? Does she not have children? Like, I wouldn't do it. Like, my first choice wouldn't be a woman with children.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's one thing I wanted to ask you, Lee. Like, how do you look at it? Like, how do you feel about dating women with children?
I actually really appreciate your
honesty, right?
Your honesty and transparency. You like, nah, that wasn't my first choice.
Yeah.
But Leandra a bad bitch. Leandra is a bad bitch. He said, I'm changing everything.
Hold on. I gotta nigga, you need to rethink your choices. Because the ones without children was fucking you up bad.
Yes. Oh my God. Let's not go there because I got one I'm ready to fucking bind up. So what was you gonna say?
But nah, he asked me a question. You asked what was my opinion on it?
Just put
like what was your preferences before? Like, I do know from the pod, like listening back, back like way back.
Right.
Most of your dealings have been with women without children. So was that all, like, did it matter, or like how did it go for you?
I go off of who makes me feel. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Whatever woman makes me feel. But in my experience, I prefer a woman with a child. They understand us better. They tend to us in a way that a lot of women, who don't have kids can't.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. They're more patient.
Yep.
They just know how to talk to us. They're more understanding. They're empathetic as fuck, which I'm an empath. I have to be with a woman who's an empath.
Right.
A lot of women who are single with no kids, they don't all embody that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I always envision myself being a stepdad. I don't know why, but yeah, some other shit. I know.
Listen, as I've gotten older, it was like, okay, you don't have any children of your own, so you may have to be a stepdad. Because it's like, I don't know. Like, if we had gotten together, we didn't have any children, and at this age, our first child was together, it'd be a lot. So for them to be at a certain age, and us being a certain age, it's easier. That makes it easier too. Yeah.
I didn't even think about it like that. I didn't even think about it like that, but he's right.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah.
Do you feel like men in general, when they date a woman with kids, with children, do you feel like do you feel like they should accept the kids immediately if they accept the woman?
I think so. Because I believe, in my feelings about it, I feel like, if I say that I care for this person, I love this person, this is the person I want to be with.
Right.
You have to accept the children because they're part of her.
Right.
Yeah. Like, it's a package deal. And I always say it to her, like, you're a package deal. The children are a part of you. So if I say I love you, I'm not really being truthful if I don't take to the children as well.
Real shit.
I agree.
Feel the same way.
Yeah.
Before I pass this off to Eb, I got one more question.
Okay.
Damn, what was the question? Fuck, mine went blank. Been drinking these beers. Damn. Fuck it, man.
It'll come back to you. It'll come back.
Listen, I know all about that. You're like, damn, what was that? And then come back to you in the
That's that
night.
age. That's that fucking age.
That's that damn drink. That drink.
Both. Okay, washed. We speaking about like you not having any bio children of your own, was it difficult like finding your parenting voice? Because it's different. Like being the uncle is different than being like daddy figure. You know what I mean? So like, was it hard for you to get into that? Like, I have to actually be a disciplinarian type of shit.
Right. It, like I say, it's just tapping into the stuff that my dad would do and how he parented. So it's like when I go back into it, it's like, okay, this is why he did this and this is why he did that, and now it makes sense to me. And it's like, I'm my dad. I really feel it. So it's like, okay, if something comes up, like I said earlier, if I'm not really versed in it, I just defer to Leandra. And then other things is like, okay, this is what my dad would do in this situation.
Right.
Yeah. And then my uncles too. So it's like, I've seen it. So it's like when something comes across, I'm like, okay, I know what to do. I'm trying not to be as strict as my dad is, or he was, and I'm not trying to be as strict as Lee is. She probably hate that I said that. I had to buy her something. But,
you stupid.
She's a disciplinarian. The funny thing about Leandra, she reminds me of my mom a lot.
You did tell me that before.
That's a big deal.
Good cop, bad cop in the house with my mom and dad. So it was like, my dad, he really loved my sister, so he would kind of acquiesce to her on things. Like he probably would give in to things with her that he wouldn't give in to with me or my older brother.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm trying to find a line between those two. And then it's like, I don't want us both to be disciplinarians at the same time. It's like, I try and be softer a little bit when things go awry.
Yeah.
So that's another thing too, trying not to be too much of a disciplinarian, and trying not to be too soft too.
That was it's interesting that you went into the disciplinary aspect, because that was my next question. Like, what happens with discipline? Do you, like, the first time you had to discipline one of the kids, what did that feel like? And like, did you have to defer to Leandra, ask her, or did you guys have these conversations beforehand? Like, what is it? Okay, how do we how do you punish them? Do I follow your lead? Like, how does that even work?
We had those discussions. Like when we were still doing the long distance, we would have those discussions. Like she would always ask me about certain things, and I told her, I was like, I'm gonna defer to you on these things because I am not, or I haven't been in that stage yet to get my parenting chops. So it's like whenever something comes across, I'm going to defer to you on it. But some things, and I wouldn't say it's difficult. The kids are good kids. So it's not like, oh, I got to be this person all the time, or I got to I really got to drop the hammer. So it's like small things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're young too. They're good kids, but they're young. So, young kids be trying it.
They do. They do.
They try little stupid shit, and then they get to be like 12 and 13, and then it's their mouths, and then you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to pop you in the lip real quick.
I told Leandra this. I'm like, Lauren is going to try you, so just be ready for it. I'm like, my job is to, when you get ready to knock her head between the washer and the dryer, to
step in between that.
I'm going to grab you. I'm going to grab you. So, because she be trying her now, and I'm like,
ooh,
this girl is all an 8. So when she gets some size on her and she thinks she can try her, I'm like,
yeah, girls always do that.
I'm gonna talk to him like, this ain't what you want to do.
You might want to fall back.
Leandra lives boats. She'll yeet you out the house.
She'll yeet you out the house. You're stupid. So I don't know if this is gonna be like a touchy subject or not, but I'm curious because the children do have another parent, another bio parent. Yeah. Is it necessary, or was it necessary for you to have a relationship with their bio dad, like a level of respect? And do you think that it makes for parenting, it makes like co-parenting and the whole relationships easier when the men get along, which is specifically the fathers get along with each other?
I just put this out there in all transparency. Like we don't have that. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to go for it. Like I tried to be that person.
Yeah.
I tried to do that. It went sideways.
Oh boy.
COVID didn't help that, so we don't have any relationship. But I will say this: I will say like it is important, and it would be nice to have that. Mm-hmm. Not to have like, we gonna go get beers or something like that, but just to be on the same page about stuff.
Yeah,
that would be nice.
It makes for your like relationship with the kids. Does it make it a little bit more difficult that their bio dad is not like always on the same page with you and Leandra?
Not really.
Oh, okay, good.
Not to me, because it's like I know that I'm growing into that.
Yeah.
I'm growing into being a good dad and a good parent. So it's like it's not really. It doesn't make it hard for me. The only problem, I will say the only thing that makes it difficult is when he comes to get them and it was like, okay, we were planning to do this or we were planning to do that. That's the part that kind of like damn it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That sucks when we get ready to go on adventures or something like that.
Oh, I love adventures. My man said when we get ready to go on adventures.
Yeah, listen, I'm classy. I sound like Uncle Elroy. You know, I'm not that person no more. Like, we ain't doing what you and your mama do.
We going on adventures.
Yeah, we sell dope and trap in the Kia.
Oh my God, you stupid. You stupid. So Lee and I was having a conversation before, and how they like, I guess the consensus around stepdaddying is that it's a thankless job. Like more women don't give guys credit for being stepdads and stuff like that. Right. Do you believe that it is a thankless job?
I can see that. I can see where that comes from, but Leandra doesn't. Like, she always says these things and she always pours into me. So it's like, I don't feel that at all.
That's good.
I love it. I love it so much. I tell you, they're like one of the perfect couples I've ever seen in my life. Like, just for real, like from day one. And so that's why I was like, I'm going to kill Brandon. I had to go and choke slam his ass.
Listen, you see how quick I had to bring my ass back.
That nigga was like, okay, I'm going back.
That's gonna be that. We're gonna save that too. Man.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. Yeah, it's a very interesting story.
Yeah.
But no, I'm glad to see that it's not like a thankless job in your household. I don't really see women making it like not a thankless, like I see women giving their stepdads or the men in their lives who are father figures to their children. I see them giving their props. So I don't see. Too. I don't know what these niggas be talking like. What do y'all want? More dick sucks? Like, Jesus Christ!
I don't know. I guess maybe I guess maybe getting poured into like with words and things like that, words of affirmation, and just speaking to your love languages. Right. I guess that's the part.
Yeah.
Of it, I guess.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. 2 more questions. Okay. What's the most challenging part about being in a relationship with Leandra and being like the children's, because they live in the house with you guys. So you're like their first example. What's the hardest part, the most challenging part of that?
The hardest part for me is really just the job. Cause me and Leandra, we work opposite schedules.
Oh.
So I'm not there. Like when I first came back, when I started the job, we were on the same schedule, so we were able to sleep at night in the same bed. We were able to have dinner together and all of that. We were able to do things on the weekends. The hardest part now, since my schedule is flipped and I work overnights, that I'm not there all the time. And it's like, that's the hardest part for me. And that was the hardest part before. Like, before I got sick and I left and everything. Yeah. That was the hardest part. So, to me, it's not really the parenting part. It's the being there part. Like,
gotcha.
Yeah, that's it. Not being there all the time.
And those things are temporary, though. Yeah. For that to be the most challenging part, that's like, I'm shocked. Because I could name 12 challenging things about being a motherfucking parent.
I get it.
Goddamn kids. Get it. You know how my kids are too. They be all over the goddamn place. The wildlings, exactly. Okay, I got another question that just popped into my head before the last one.
If you got something to shoot in
Yes. How did it feel when they first told you that they loved you?
Ooh, that I would say about as good as when Leandra finally first said it. So it was the same type of, it was like a warm flash on the inside. Like, what?
Like, was it like a you told them I love you and they said love you too, or they hit you with the love you? Like, how it was when
they hit me with it, because Lauren was first. Like, Lauren said it first.
Oh, well, we know that she's always like immediately she took to you. The boy was like, I don't know about this nigga. Like,
it's gonna tell you, you gonna have to work for it,
nigga. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that he said it felt like the same.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It made me feel like, you love me. Like, me and Leandra said it to each other all the time, and I felt like that when the kid like, you love me.
Oh, that's so cute. Maybe I need to go to Detroit. Nah. Look, Lee's sick of me.
What did you say earlier? You said it was shit in the dating pool?
Yes, it's boo-boo, it's caca.
That's toxic waste.
In Detroit.
Toxic waste.
I'm just playing.
I hope so.
I'm just playing. I promise you I'm just playing. Look, I begged Brandon every time I spoke to him to get the fuck out of there. So ain't nothing to do.
It was a process. It's like, if that's all you know.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, but I don't. I guess because I'm a Sag and I don't really give a fuck about places like that. I'll be like, I'm out. I'm leaving. Like, I don't care.
But the funny thing about it, I don't know if we talked about it, but I had whenever I talk to somebody and I tell them where I'm from and they ask me about it, I'm like, I always wanted to go.
You always wanted to go.
Plan.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah. You told me that.
Yeah, I'm like, I never had a plan. Yeah. And I'm like, Leandra became the plan. So.
Leandra became the plan. Oh my God, I can't wait till y'all get married. That's so cute.
That's all right.
Okay. Very last question for real, because we have we ain't even really get into this topic yet. But I was like, let me call him before he go to bed.
I'm gonna be up all night.
Right. Well, now I know you work the overnight, so you're gonna be up waiting for Leandra to come home and shit. Have they caught you guys fucking yet?
No, Leandra is very good about that. She like shut the door, lock the door, wait till they're asleep.
Oh my gosh.
She's good. She's very good about that. Like I'm telling you, she be on it.
Because
that's why I had to come back. I'm like, I have never seen somebody that's so locked in on this, and this.
Yeah.
And all these things that you thought that you were locked in on. I'm like, she beats me in each one of these categories. So it's like, yeah, this is the person I need to be with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. But she's very good about that.
Because I'm like, I wonder how it feels for like a stepdad, like,
right,
to catch your stepdad and your mom's boning. That's a little bit different than like your bio mom and bio dad. It's a little different. Hit a little differently for the like on the kids saying like who goes to talk to them.
Right.
Which one of y'all gonna go and have the conversation with them?
Right. She does not play. Like, she'll wait till they're asleep. She'll lock the door. Like, it's a process.
Okay, that's good. You said it's a process. Ain't no spontaneous
like, you shut
nothing.
The door all the way. Like, no, it ain't. It ain't shut all the way.
Right.
Like, all right.
That's fucking hilarious.
Now I want to ask him one more question.
Okay, hold on. Lee got you.
This ain't the question that I had in mind like a few minutes ago, but before we close out though, what would you say to the men, to the black men out there who's like, nah, I don't want no woman, or a black sister who has kids?
That's a good one.
What would you say? What would you say to them?
I would just say, like, open up your mind and open up your heart and change. Like, you got to change your preference because you might meet your person and they just might have these humans that can go along the journey with you. So it's like, I know for me, if I didn't step out, I wouldn't be here. I'd probably still be stuck in the same cycle as my friends are. Like, just hearing their stories is bad. And even the people that's around here is bad. So it's like, I could have been that person too if I didn't step out. So just open it up. Just open it up and take a chance. You never know.
That's real, man.
That's my brother.
Hey, appreciate you for coming on, bro.
Oh, thank you for having me, bro. And I'm glad I finally got to chop it up with you.
Oh, same, man. Same.
Yeah.
Brandon, I love you so much. I'm so fucking proud of you. And we're going to definitely get y'all to Charlotte on a vacation and get you into the clubhouse so we can really talk about their whole story. Is wild. It's wild. Yeah. It's beautiful. Yeah. It's also wild.
What y'all want to drink? That's the question right
there.
Oh,
you know Big Whiskey Lee over here. You know what he drink.
I know what whiskey he drink.
And I like me a little tequila, just a little bit.
My favorite.
But yeah, we're gonna chop it up, and talk about y'all coming and being on the actual show. But thank you so much for, getting a little bit personal. I know this is a personal topic, but it's also very important to talk about, because niggas, first of all, women don't think that men like out there like you exist, like you and Lee, like guys who don't have children. They're like, nah, not only am I about this stepdaddy life, but I'm all the way in like to the stepdaddy life, like to go into the schools and doing all this, that. Like there's women out there that don't think it's possible. So I knew that you would be just perfect to talk about it with, because you don't have any children. And I didn't know that you preferred women without children, which made it even better. Like I just
absolutely.
Yeah. Like I kind of kept that quiet because it was like I felt bad about it. Like I felt guilty. Like, oh,
yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. So, but I mean, thank you for having me. Thank you for thinking of me to come on.
Of course, of course.
I'm glad you thought about it because I was like, I can talk about this.
Yeah. But we'll be doing more. Thank you so much. Go get you some rest. Even though I know you're not going to go to sleep, but I'll hit you up later or whatever. We'll chop it up more.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Ma'am.
Love you.
Love you too. Thank you for having me, guys.
All right, bro.
Later.
Yes, sir, bro. All right.
That's what's up, man. He sound like a good dude.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Brandon is a fucking great guy. But yeah, so I'm glad that, he was like, I ain't want no bitch with no kids before. And now he's stepdaddy of the year for real.
That's real. Like, that is so real.
So he asked you the question about, you preferring to date women with children.
Oh,
yeah. And I knew why too. Do you think it's the parents' responsibility to decide when it's appropriate for their child to meet the person, like their partner, or do you think that the partner needs to say, I'm ready to meet your child? Because that right there is like a slippery
question.
It's a slippery slope. We don't know for real. Like, and I feel like the person who's not the parent don't want to say, I would like to meet your child. And I don't know at this point when it's too early or too late for somebody to meet my kids. I'm not even going to hold you. I'm like, I got that all wrong. And I'm the first one to admit when I did something wrong. And I'm just like, I fucked up in that department. So I don't know what to do. So now nobody's going to meet my kids.
I feel like the person on the other end he or she shouldn't say anything about meeting the kids until maybe a certain time. How long? I don't know. I don't want to say 6 months or 5 months. I just feel like it should depend on how far along you feel the relationship is with you and that person that you're with the children.
Okay.
You know, I feel like, but even the person with the kids, that doesn't mean that, you know, the time that they pick is the right time. You know what I mean? Like I shared before on here that I ran away from a relationship because a woman introduced me to her children. That wasn't because she introduced me, but because one of her kids took to me immediately, and she called me her best friend. And when she got home, you know, her mom is showing up on my phone when she's calling me, but it's her daughter, you know, talking to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she's like 10, 11. And it wasn't that I ran away from it because I'm like, oh man, a kid got attached to me. I love kids. I'm a big kid. But I felt like at that time of my life, I wasn't a great representation
For
as
her.
a role model for her.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I mean, now if I was
That's
in that
also
position,
very mature of you
thought
to
it
make
was.
that decision. Did she not
Maybe.
like it?
Who?
The girl, the mother. She didn't agree.
She blamed herself for introducing me too early. She felt
I would have done the same thing.
We were February, so I met her kids in December. So, what, 10 months?
Oh, that's not too soon. 10 months. See, that's for me. I would be like, that's what the fuck? Like, how long are you supposed to wait? 2 years?
No.
I think that's unrealistic because by the 2-year mark, you really like, I mean, what you're talking about living together and doing shit and building your lives together. That's when it's okay to maybe
I
that
reminded
is.
her so many times though, like you didn't do anything wrong. It had more so to do with me and how I felt.
Yeah.
By the position I was in. Definitely.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it would be a good idea if the other person, the partner, said, you know what, I really think I'm ready to meet your children. That way that person gets an idea.
But also put out there like, yo, whenever you're ready.
Yeah. But just letting you know that I'm ready to meet your kid. That way the other person knows what type of time they on. Because you can only guess.
Especially today's age.
Yeah.
Let a guy or a woman say that.
I need you to tell me.
You really for real about
Yeah,
me.
for real. Like, oh shit, you want to meet my kids? Okay. Yeah. These niggas be... Anyway, let me stop.
Go.
I'm so jaded.
God damn, you spilling my damn beer, man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you jaded.
I am.
Some of Detroit niggas, man.
Nah, I'm just joking.
I know.
So the look on your face was like, bitch, are you dumb? Like, you need to get the fuck out of here. So do you think that a person has to get along with that partner's child, like off top? Or is there a grace period?
Off top? No, you don't have to off top. You got to earn that child's trust.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Even when my mom and dad was separated, this going back to fucking 97. You know what I mean? My pops just kind of split out of nowhere. You know, my mom's was, asked us to, will y'all be all right if I brought another man into the situation and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, hell no. But if she did end up doing
glad you
that,
asked. No.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But if she did, like, no, I wouldn't took to you immediately. You have to earn that.
Oh, and yeah, I could see nasty little Lee being just a fucking douche.
I was that guy. My mom, she ain't got no ass. You know what I mean? Let me just put that out there.
You better leave mommy alone.
But I love her. Man. That's my best friend.
She's beautiful.
100%.
Gorgeous.
I went had the eyelashes and the eyes and shit. I have one for her, man. But I got pointed out because women point out all the time. But I was that little kid where when my mom walks by, I'm looking at the nigga, you know what I mean, to see if you gonna look at her while she walk by. Yeah, it was him. I made the frown face, all that. I was that kid, bro. Nigga, come on, man.
You looking at the nigga like, what the fuck you looking at, nigga? Like,
yeah, I'm waiting.
I can see. Yeah, I'm waiting.
Stab in your sleep, bro. Now my mom.
Wow. Low key, I feel like Isaiah's gonna be the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Low key, I feel like if I don't get married when Bam is like young, forget about it. Forget about it. He's gonna be a problem. That kid already is a fucking problem. Where you going? Where's your shirt? Where's my shirt? He was like, Mom, you need to pull it up. Like today, he was like, pull it up.
he gets it. He gets it, man.
I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. They're titties. He's like, and stop saying that word.
He gets it.
Okay, who do you think has it harder? Single moms or single dads? to date? Like, who do you think has it harder to date?
To date?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say to date, single moms or single dads.
Yeah. Like meaning meaning who has it harder to like to be viewed as, you know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say single moms.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
People don't be caring if niggas got babies. At all.
No.
The nigga can have 17 babies. They don't care. There's no shortage of pussy that he gonna get.
At all. And let you be taking care of all 17 of them niggas. Well, they gonna put you on a crazy pedestal.
What?
Even though that's what the fuck you supposed to be doing anyway. But that you be a single dad and you taking care of 17 kids? Oh, you that nigga. You that nigga. You Chris Brown.
I mean, he can only be financially taking care of them. He can't fully take care, like be fully present for all 17. It's just not possible.
Well, to the best capabilities that he can.
Right.
Yeah, you that nigga pretty much.
Yeah. Single mothers have it so hard. Like, I mean, we on the opposite end of that same nigga. Like, like all 17 of his baby mamas, if he got 17 kids by 17 women, each one of them got one of his kids and they gonna have a hard time dating because he got baby by this one nigga. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He the one got, okay, so I can't get nobody to love me.
Especially if those 17 women ain't giving him no issues.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Somebody will gladly sign up to be the 18th. What? Like, and just hoping that they're going to be the wife.
Some people want is peace.
That's all they want is, yeah.
Speaking of my ex, she's supposed to be coming down with Kayla.
Oh, nice. Yay. Yay.
Either this month or maybe early next month. Because she's about to go to college soon, go to HBCU or whatever.
Which one she going to?
She got in some trouble, so she got accepted to Savannah. She got accepted to, I think, Georgia. She got accepted to Valdosta and some other ones.
Nice. But don't go to Valdosta.
I think she's probably end up going to Valdosta because they have family there, and she needs guidance. She ain't ready to be
by herself.
No.
Okay, I got you.
When I was at work, week before last, my mother blew my phone up. I'm like, what the fuck going on? She says, call Kayla. I called Kayla, like, what's going on? You know, and she's like, my mom accusing me of something, blah, blah, blah. Hang out with her, talk to the moms. Pretty much Kayla got caught with a nigga in her damn room. You know what I mean? So he didn't get caught in the room, but he was outside of the crib. And he looked suspicious as fuck because they live in $1 million neighborhood. Like, she stays in her mom's crib. Her mom's is like a big time contract lady. She works in Poland and shit. Mm-hmm. So, I'm telling all their business. But,
yeah, you is. Goddamn. Segue upon segue.
Now y'all know how I got to our rap back in the day, man. There's her mom. Shout out her mom.
Oh, okay. I got you. Now I got you. Now that makes sense. Okay. I'm like, what?
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm like, I spilled the tea. I'm here for it.
But nah, yeah, I talked to the moms and shit, and long story short, they noticed that he was there last week. They saw it on the cameras and shit, but they didn't say nothing to Kayla about it. So her moms was investigating it, a week beforehand. And long story short, Kayla finally admitted it to me
that he was in the house.
I knew she was lying. Listen, man, I've been your age before.
Yeah, you ain't that old. Like you really not that old. So
I kept it funky with. I said, all right, if he was really there, would you tell the truth? She said no.
That's funny.
That's funny. I respect the honesty.
I love that she
That's
said
how I know you lying. But yeah,
that's how I know you lying.
Let your moms know. Listen, it's not the end of the world. We've all been there before. You disappointed her, whatever. So
was that the first time that she disappointed her with the boys?
To that extent, to that degree, absolutely. Her grandma just gave her a new car. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, like she's good. And you fucked all that up. So you can't even drive and shit right now. So they want her to go to Valdosta because that's where her dad's side of the family live at. And, if something happens, you know what I mean? Like just
she ain't got no family in no other place.
30-minute commute. I mean, Baltimore. You gotta go to Baltimore.
No. There's a school in Baltimore?
No, I mean, well, you got Howard and shit.
Howard, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not too far.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Damn. She couldn't just wait. And she couldn't have just waited until the summer was over. God damn, Kayla. I'm going to teach you how to do this. Nah. Hit me up on Instagram. I'm going to teach you how to do this the smart way. God damn it. You was this close.
This close. You already graduated.
You damn. You would have been out and scot-free and doing whatever you wanted to do.
I still haven't asked her if she's had sex yet. I still haven't asked her. I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Nah, you can't be. You can't be.
But I mean, she did what she was supposed to do.
Yeah, she was like, well, Mom, I have a boyfriend and moms don't want me having a boyfriend. So how else was I supposed to see him? Like, look what that cost you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
why her mother don't want her to have a... Never mind. We can talk about this later.
She's just because she knows she ain't ready for that. She's green. She's really
well, then
green.
Whose responsibility is it to teach her not to be green?
It has nothing to do with that. You can teach them. You can teach a child whatever they want. They still gonna go in the direction they want. My mom and dad didn't teach me to be a gang.
Okay, when you say green, when you say
she's naive.
Okay, all right, yeah. Well,
no matter what you teach your child, they still feel like, yeah, I hear what you're telling me. Yeah. You sound like old people telling me shit. You still gonna want to go out there and experience shit on your own. You're gonna need to fall on your face a few times before you get it.
Right.
Because kids want to fucking rebel.
Right.
That's where she's at in life.
But it's it's natural. There's nothing anybody can do to stop that.
But she can stop her for having kids up in her grandma's.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you're wilding.
You know what I'm saying?
You're wilding having the niggas in the crib.
Big time. But she's not ready for that though, because she's always went to school with white kids and fucking Hispanic kids or whatever when they was in Florida, Texas. So going to a predominantly black school, she ain't ready for that shit yet. Even though she is. Say what? Ain't it though? I bet, bro.
Yeah. We could kind of finish with that because we're running out of time. There was so many good questions here. But because I kind of want to talk about that too. 216? Yeah, we gotta go. Okay. We got to go.
Right.
I kind of wanted to talk about that though, because it's a good it's on topic for sure, talking about kids in general and just like what happens when they get to that age. I don't know. I'm thinking if that was my daughter, but I don't think it would be because I'm a different type of mom. So yes, my daughter is a robotics student. She's fucking straight A student. She's an honor student, but she also gonna be hella street smart because I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm not gonna talk to you like you're like need to be shielded from
you can keep it a buck all you want because that's what we do. When I talk to, we're on the phone for 2-3 hours.
Yeah,
I don't know how to talk in no other kind of way. I talk to her, I talk to her. But you're still gonna do what the fuck you want to do.
No, but I mean, like as far as her being naive and green, where does that come from? Like that has to, like what? How does that? I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Like
that's who you are.
You think people are just born naive?
When you're like especially those who are very book smart and shit, those be the most naive motherfuckers.
But the book smart people, if they don't get a healthy dose of the street shit too. Right?
I guess so. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, that's what that's what I'm thinking. Like, there's something.
But you can.
I'm asking because I don't want to make the same. I don't want to make this type of mistake. Well, not a mistake, rather. But I don't want my question. The way she grew up was beautiful and fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't want my daughter to get to the 18, 19 age, and I'm thinking about not letting her go to the school she wants to go to and telling her where she gotta go. And making sure that she has monitoring and shit like that because she's not ready to be an adult. I don't want that.
Nah.
When they're ready to go, I want them to go.
Nah, definitely. I mean, they're going to go, but, have her go wherever she wants to go. And maybe most parents should probably consider some shit like that because already enough as is, kids don't really be ready to be out on their own.
Right.
So just imagine them going to a fucking school that's a party type school. You know what I mean? Where motherfuckers you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know your child, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's different. Yeah. But I don't think parents even think about that.
I think about it all the time.
You know
all the time. I'm like, I'm raising you to be able to function as an adult. That's what I'm doing. Not to, like, get the good grades, sure. But when school is over, you still got to function as an adult. And I want you to be on point, as much on point as I could do with just myself.
Definitely.
I need that. So I'm just like, oh,
that
no.
goes for black boys too.
Like, yeah, no, I'm not all my kids. Like, you know what I
Listen.
mean? Like, I need them to be on point because I don't want my sons. Could you imagine, say going to a college and being aloof and not knowing what's going on and by these bitches and shit like that? Like, no.
I've been on trips with niggas and we watching girls, you know, have sex and make out and shit. I'm just chilling. I'm like sitting Indian style. And then one of my niggas want to try and jump in, and eat her out and have sex. I'm like, bro, what you doing? Like, do you know how they move in real life? But you can't put certain guys in those type of situations because they don't have, because
they don't know no better. Yeah.
They don't have that discipline.
Yeah, or they don't know no better.
Maybe, but they don't have that discipline, man.
They might be like, I don't give a fuck what she doing. I know exactly what she doing.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Once what it wants, man. Fuck what this shit is saying up here.
That's funny.
You're green in them type scenarios.
That's funny.
Yeah.
We can wrap it up. Actually, let's do the quickies real quick and then we're gonna go. We're gonna save these other questions because I'm quite sure this conversation is gonna come up again about parenting, single parent dating, and all that shit.
It would be ill if they came on when they came.
Yeah. So let's do the quickie. Put your mic on, Will. These are all kid shit related. I couldn't think of anything, so it's only 4. Okay. Preschool teacher or 9th grade teacher?
What? Fuck, what you doing?
For you to be.
Oh, to be with.
No, for you to be. Not to be with.
Okay.
Preschool.
Preschool teacher?
I can't do it.
Look, preschool is a doozy.
I agree with Will. Preschool.
No. I have a lot of friends that are teachers. Preschool, elementary school, middle school, high school. Middle school, high school.
Worse.
Niggas on some old.
They're terrible.
Right.
Shit.
They're terrible.
They're going through it.
Terrible.
They're terrible.
True.
I say 9th grade. Because I feel like I could be instrumental in their lives. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's a good point, though.
I feel like I could be instrumental in their lives because I speak the language. You know what I mean? So it's not. I'm not no old bitty bitch that you could get over on. You know what I mean?
True.
But I think that those are like that's a perfect group of kids to kind of mold and shape because they're middle schools. Middle schools are idiots.
And them boys are trying to put an instrument in you.
Yeah,
it's possible, but for
they
them,
wouldn't succeed, of course.
Of course not. They could try, you know what I mean. But listen, also those boys in high school, I remember those boys in high school. They respected the fuck out of the teachers they had the crushes on.
Yep.
Hey, Miss Lewis, like that's
true.
They also fuck some of the teachers.
That's true.
Like, real talk.
That's true. I turned someone down because I wasn't ready. I didn't know I had what I had.
Yo,
I didn't. You see, I'm covering up my shit this whole time.
We used to have an All-American go to our school. He was an All-American football player.
Yeah.
He fucked all the teachers.
Everybody knew it.
So gross.
You probably know who he is.
It's my Brown.
Yeah.
Football.
Yeah.
Running back.
Yeah.
Okay, I know.
You know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I think that is so gross. Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay, 12-hour road trip with kids or 7-hour flight with kids?
Ooh.
Let's say 3 kids.
Give me the road trip. Yeah, I ain't doing all that public shit. Like, damn, fuck all that, man.
Nah, I feel you.
It's too much.
I feel you. Because kids get out in public, you got to like...
yank them up.
Yeah, you got that shit in front of people like in the fucking car. I can just do whatever the fuck I want.
Let me thump you in the back of your head. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to be in the passenger side anyway. Your mom trying to focus on the road, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You giving her a hard time. I want to go to sleep, you know what I'm saying? But I want to help keep her up because I want to seem like the responsible spouse or boyfriend by going to sleep. Trying to keep y'all in order so she can focus on the road.
Y'all
and listen to Jasmine Sullivan.
But you right. The road trip, that's a long time. I love a road trip though, but what I notice is kids will fall asleep.
Yeah,
they'll fall asleep.
True.
They'll fall asleep depending on the time you start the road trip. If it's nighttime, they'll be knocked out the whole 12 hours.
Yeah.
That's good. But a flight, no.
Fuck, I ain't doing that.
7 hours? No.
I don't want to
You gotta get them through the gate. You gotta get them.
No.
And you embarrassing me in public, man. You understand? I'm a military brat. All right, we got to conduct ourselves a certain way because we're a representation of our parents.
Yeah.
I ain't with all that shit. I'll choke you.
Choke, Jesus. Okay. Children's snacks or children's books? children's snacks or children's books?
Like
What do you mean?
Like, what would you prefer? Children's snacks?
You mean for the kids? Or
for you?
Well,
Yeah.
Children's books is bomb. Goosebumps is popping.
Listen, I fucked with Goosebumps. I had the subscription there and the Babysitter's Club subscription. And I had the Fear ones too because I got grown. I was like, Goosebumps is for kids.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah.
Snacks.
I loved reading. The snacks is it.
Children's books, I guess. Children's books.
Yeah.
What do you
I mean, either one.
Yeah, either one.
If I had to pick one.
If you
had
to pick
with
one.
the books.
You gonna go with the books? I'm so surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the books too. The snacks only be hitting when you a kid. The snacks now, it's like, nah.
Yeah, they kind of fucked up. Like gummy, like this. I don't know.
Like
it's very not healthy for you.
Right. And you can taste
the shit,
it now.
That's the kind of shit I'll be on. I mean, like that shit ain't.
You could taste it now. It's like this ain't really good. Like
I was watching Cartoon Network and they had some shit. It was they were like gummy sugar sticks, but it had like gummy fucking dipping sauce to put with the shit.
What?
Right. I said the same shit. I was like, who the fuck eats that shit?
That's disgusting.
Some fat people shit.
Right.
That's why we so overweight now in the States.
Right.
Ugh.
But it'd be shit like that. I can't fuck with it. Was like gummy. It was like a gummy sugar stick to put in gummy
sauce. The sauce was gummy?
Right.
What the fuck? Why would you even need that?
They don't give a fuck about our health.
No, they don't.
Right.
They don't. They do not. Because what the fuck? That's ridiculous.
Right.
Okay, last one. Help with 5th grade math or help with 5th grade ELA.
What's ELA?
Yeah.
English Language Arts.
5th grade math.
You're bugging.
I was about to say ELA. Yeah.
Why?
You're bugging. These kids is doing trig in the 5th grade.
What you mean? Y'all asked what I want to do?
Yeah, just you would rather the math over the ELA.
I'm helping them, right?
Yeah, you helping them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, fucking
I was the math, Lexi.
Well, I'm thinking about the 5th grade math in my time.
No, nigga.
yeah, I don't know what the niggas do now.
I'm not talking about you, your 5th grade math.
Right,
I'm talking about
Y'all don't know what they shit is, man. I ain't seen no damn.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, nigga. I'm trying to tell you. The 5th grade math, these fucking kids are doing trigonometry in 5th grade.
Well, give me the ELA, man.
Like, what the fuck?
I can read it.
Lexi, I'm like, baby girl, don't you even look my way when it comes down to the math. If it's not algebra, I can't.
Yeah, it was funny you
I'm
say
not
that
good.
shit. I was gonna take some classes at CPCC just to kind of
help with kids.
No, just to get my own shit back tight because I haven't seen it in like 20 years. Like if someone put some geometry or trig in front of me right now, I would recognize it, but I couldn't do that shit.
Nigga.
Like for real, I couldn't.
All you gotta do is come to my house if you want to sharpen it up.
Like, what the fuck? Okay,
I got a 7th grader and a 6th grader. You're more than fucking welcome. Cause that math be mathing for real, and I'm like,
if my life depended on that shit, I'd be
I'm a dead bitch.
Dead ass serious.
Chemistry, I could chemistry all day. Right. Okay, ELA, easy, eats it. That's my fucking. But math, Lexi came home and was like, "Mom, I'm going to show you how to do this trigonometry." Bitch, what? Trig? I didn't even do trig at all.
Like, you know what's crazy about math? I made good grades in all my math classes, like calculus and everything. Shit. But I always felt like I didn't understand that shit. Like seriously, I don't know how the fuck I made grades in that motherfucker.
I was dangling by the skins of my teeth.
That's how I felt all the time. Math class. All the time. I'd be like, how the fuck I make a B in calculus? I have no idea how I did this shit.
You just got it, bro.
You just did it. That's
that shit felt like a struggle like the whole time.
See, math is hard as shit. And here my daughter want to be smart as shit, taking honors math class. I said the math class is honors. They say, yeah. So, oh my God. I'm not gonna be able to help this motherfucker with the shit. I don't know what y'all want me to do.
Yeah, the fact she wants to, that says a lot.
Yeah, she's like, oh my God, yeah, math is my favorite subject. I love it so much, math and science. I'm like, all right, girl, fuck it up then.
Too at one point.
Yes. All right, we're gonna get the fuck up out of here. Thanks for listening to our very long ass comeback episode. But we appreciate y'all for listening. Thanks again, Brandon, for allowing us to get a little bit more into your life as a stepdad.
Absolutely.
We definitely appreciate that and can't wait to get you and Leandra on the show. Also, Jeremy is ready to come on the show, so we could talk about some witchy shit.
I'm cool with that.
Some not the spookies.
That's some spooky shit.
It's not spooky. It's not spooky at all. But yeah. Thank y'all for listening. As usual, you can go and follow us at WAAH Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. You can also go to the YouTube, watch us on YouTube. We got a new setup. Fucking Will Wonder, man. Like, he just killed this. You see, because I want you to see it all.
The ambiance.
I want you to see the ambiance and the lighting. I mean, there's lights every fucking where. You know, my name is on the wall. His name is on the wall. We got Marvel. I mean, there's Tupac and Biggie. Like, it's Biggie, lit in here. I got Cardi behind me. It's fucking high. I love this shit. Thank you for... We got a fucking couch now, so we don't got to sit at the table. That means I got to get dressed like and really iron my pants and shit. I just thought about that. I'm like, oh my God, they're going to see the whole thing now.
Hey, listen, when I shop now, I shop for...
The podcast?
Absolutely. Podcast attire and then just everyday shit attire.
I do the same thing because I don't go nowhere. So I'll be like,
shit,
I'll be like, what I can wear to the podcast?
Y'all don't see me with these pants on a few times. I don't know where got this shit, but these shit's comfy as fuck. You know, so,
no, they can see the pants.
Okay, that's cool.
All right, we out of here. Go follow me and Ebby the Stacks on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Give them your socials.
Follow me at WhiskeyLee _ on the gram.
We'll see y'all next week. I promise.
Word. Yeah, no more cap.
Bye.